What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Boston Celtics fans, NBA fans? Welcome to TSR Sports and Happy New Year. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend, and my apologies to those that I couldn't go live Friday night. I didn't have it in me to go live back-to-back at 10 o'clock, plus Wemby didn't play. Did watch the game Saturday morning with this TSR Sports, and it was an interesting game. Spurs almost came back and just, like many times this year, ran out of time. Hopefully we get a win tonight. We got former teammate Derek White on the Boston Celtics, so that should be a lot of fun to see him out there. And hopefully you're having a wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful morning, wherever you may be. If you're already in 2024, then hopefully it's been a good year so far. Good evening, Rhonda. Spur of the moment, James Kokashibo. Yeah, we're going to lose. All right, Spurs winning against the best team in the NBA. Hey, listen, any given Sunday, and it just happens to be Sunday, so you never know. Are the odds against us that we win tonight? Yes. But we're also due for a win. Hey, look, the Detroit Pistons won a game. I don't care who... I know who they beat. Whatever. The Detroit Pistons won a game. Blind squirrel finds a nut. There's a chance we can win a game tonight. Or we're going to lose by 46. It'll be one of the two. We win or we lose by a lot. Good evening, Brian. You guys know the deal. If you haven't smashed a thumbs up on the way in, I would appreciate it. Wow, we have reverse records. Okay, this is gonna be rough. The Celtics are 26-5, and we're 5-26. Even if it's a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go! I had no idea our records were inverted. Good evening, Daniel Barry. Brian, it was a great weekend. Still have one more day of it tomorrow off. Hope a lot of you are off tomorrow. I assume you're off from work and or school. And I'm excited to see Wemby again. I mean, he had that huge game against the Blazers Thursday night, 30 points, 6 assists, 7 blocks. I think some people are saying they counted 8 or 9 blocks. And it's been a heavy sports day for TSR. Went and saw, Kelvin's out tonight. Zach Collins out with the ankle. Kelvin is out with the back spasms. Drew Holiday is out with his elbow. So those are the injuries for both teams. But saw the UConn women's team have an interesting first quarter where they were down against, was it Maduka? What's the? Marquette, whatever.
The Marquette Golden Eagles.
Marquette Golden Eagles. They start off really sluggish, and then it turned into a blowout starting in the second quarter, third, fourth, and it just destroyed them. But that's my second UConn game. It was fun to see it. We missed TSR, and then we came home and watched the end of the Giants game where the Giants totally botched the ending. And now we got the Spurs and Celtics to round out the evening. So a heavy sports day on New Year's Eve. Derek White All-Star? Daniel, we'll see on that one. Gabriel, good evening to you. Yes, Kelvin is out. I could see. Victor, you see yourself getting 23 rebounds tonight. That would be awesome. I'm down with that. The All-Star contest is a popularity vote, is it not? Do players or GMs or anything really have any say in makes it? Because if it's fan voting only, and I really don't know how you get into the All-Star game these days. I know that's a big part of it. I don't think he has the popularity to get into the All-Star game. No disrespect to him. You're going to see players like LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, the names that people know, some young Luka Doncic, Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo, just the big names that are there every year. And some young guys will probably make it in for the first time or second time. Yeah, that was a good game, Daniel. I mean, I could complain here and say we should have got that 2-point conversion. We missed an extra point. You guys missed 2 extra points. So many what-ifs in that game. What I did not realize is that the Rams have been playing phenomenal since they... I know they started off poorly. I think the last 6 or 7 games, they've only had 1 loss, and it was an OT loss to the Ravens. I had no idea, 1, that they were playing that well, but 2, a lot of your young guys are really, really playing well. So you guys, who knows? You can do some damage in the playoffs, although... Anytime you have a tough game against the Giants, it makes me a little skeptical of the team. The Eagles struggled against us last week, and I'm like, really? When are we going to get back-to-back blocks on Brown and Tatum? Yes, Kerm. Popularity contest for sure. Good evening, Daniel. Good evening, Dogchi. Bobby February, good evening to you. Hi, Rich. It's 2024 already here, so Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. How is Chet an honorable mention for All-Star but not Wemby? What? Really? Yes, James. I saw the Cardinals beat the Eagles. I don't trust the Eagles going to the playoffs. They are playing their worst football at the worst time right now. Maybe they can fix that before the playoffs start, but they only have 1 week to do it against the Giants. I believe they lost 3 in a row, barely beat the Giants, and did everything they could to give that game away. And then they lost to the Cardinals today. That's not the kind of momentum you want going to the playoffs. Yes, Happy New Year to everybody. I should have a Happy New Year thing, but really all I got is this. But if that doesn't make you happy, nothing will. Let's be honest. Yes, Isabel, Miss TSR is here.
Hi, Isabel. Happy New Year.
Ah, yes, the nice laugh is back. You know, Reyes, this is a tough game. The odds are very much against the Spurs winning this game, but you never know. Drew Holiday's out for the Celtics. We are out. Zach Collins, who rolled his ankle, I don't know how long he's going to be out. Doesn't sound like it's going to be a long time. He rolled that against the Blazers. I was going to say Saturday morning. That's when I watched the replay Friday night. And then Keldon was having some back spasms Friday, and apparently that's going to keep him out of the game today. I will say, watching a replay on NBA Pass is actually kind of nice. All the commercials are out. There's no halftime. Just one key thing to do is, if you're using NBA League Pass, make sure that you click on, I think it was hide score, or no spoiler. No spoilers. So when you go into the app, you can't see the score. So I texted my friend that always sends me stuff about basketball. Please don't mention the Spurs. I haven't watched the game yet. I'll be watching it tomorrow morning. And so it's cool to watch it the next day without, all the stoppages.
Much faster.
Much. Happy New Year to you, Devin. My baby is hosting tonight. She looking good. All right, Jay. Thank you for stopping in. Super Gabriel, good evening to you. When are we going to get a triple-double today with 10 blocks? I mean, that would be great. Everybody have a safe New Year as well. If you're out, partying, or you're going to be partying, be safe. And I mean, look at the Celtics roster. I know Drew Holiday's out, but Drew Holiday's normally in there. Derek's been playing great ball. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis. I mean, they are built to win now. Not soon, but now. They're solid off the bench. I hadn't called the Celtics game in 2 years, and my roster was so wrong. Josh Richardson and Romeo Langford were still on there, guys. Those guys were traded to the Spurs a few years ago, so apparently it's been a long time since I called the Celtics game. But they're did you guys say the best team in the NBA right now? Games with 5+ blocks by a teenager in NBA history. Wemby is second with 6, and he's played 27 games. Eddie Griffin is first with 7 games, and he's played 73. So that record's going down. Games with 5+ blocks by a teenager. Wemby's going to have that record sooner than later.
When does he turn 20?
You know what?
I'm looking.
He turns 20, I think, next month. Maybe he won't have that record. Wemby prediction line: 24 points, 23 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks. Now we need at least 5 blocks, and Spurs win. 103.
Birthday is January 4th.
January 4th.
So.
He's got to get a block. He's got to get 5 blocks or more. Either he's gonna have at least one more game, I think. Spurs probably play Tuesday.
Play the 4th, so he'll technically be 20 then.
He will be 20.
Oh, they play the 2nd.
Okay, so he's got tonight. He's got.
So if he got
2 games,
5 blocks in both of those, he would not be tied.
That's asking a lot. Cool, good evening to you and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. Vince, Happy New Year to you. Stephanie, good evening, Happy New Year. Leo says, now we're getting destroyed by at least 15. I already gone on the record saying that either we'll win, and I think it'll be a close one, or we'll lose by 46. I don't think there's any in between. I really don't.
Why 46?
I don't know, because that's the number that popped in my head. 46 that's the number.
Okay.
That's a good luck dance. Who did the Cowboys beat? Vince. Oh wait, you guys beat the Lions. No, I did not watch that game. A friend of mine sent me that the Cowboys got a call that went their way. And in all honesty, did they really have a call that went their way at the end, or is it just people that were rooting for the Lions calling sour grapes? Because I am a Spurs fan, but I always call the games as much as I can down the line. If something is a call goes against the other team that shouldn't, I'll point it out. So wait, are the Cowboys tied with the Eagles for the best record in the NFC East? So if the Eagles lose to the Giants and the Cowboys win next week, are you guys actually playing for the division title, which would give you home field advantage through some of the playoffs, which you desperately need? I think you guys can win some games if you have home field. If you guys are on the road the entire time, not so good. Happy New Year to you, Why Not Jack? I hope next year is huge for you and you continue to grow. Thank you, Why Not Jack. The channel's going to start growing a lot when the Spurs start winning. That's really the nature of the beast. Wemby's bringing some eyeballs in, but with the team being 5 and 26, just the interest is still it. You could see at the start of the season where people were excited, and then as the Spurs started losing, the excitement has gone down. But it'll come back. I do think this team is going to be a lot of fun to watch at times this year. It's going to be frustrating. We're going to have a million draft picks over the next few years. We'll see what we do trade-wise, and they will start winning some games. Tatum, Horford, Porzingis, White, Brown for the Celtics. Champagny, Sohan, Wembanyama, Vassell, Branham for our Spurs. And let's have a good game and hopefully a win on New Year's. I would love a win tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I already saw my Giants lose. I mean, I'm kind of used to that, if I'm being honest. Happy New Year to you, Militano. I was not on Friday for the second game at Lance. I decided to take that night off. I put a community note up about 3 hours before the game. I was tired, and I just didn't have it in me to do 10 o'clock games in a row. And I was like, you know what? If Wemmy's taking the night off, I'm going to take the night off too. And there's one more instance of that this year. I double-checked the Spurs schedule. They only have one more back-to-back where both games are 10 o'clock. And I think I'm going to probably take one game off out of those. I think it's the Kings and then the Lakers. I'll take the Kings game off, and then I should be able to call the rest. My goal was 78 games this year. That would make 79. So that's right where we want to be. Showing the starting lineups again. Head coach for the Celtics, Joe Mazzulla. Oh, Happy New Year, Miss TSR.
Thank you.
I had to look. I'm like, he already said that. Like, wait, no, he didn't. Jamie, go Spurs, go. What's that?
Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Why did this just go back to the beginning of the game? This just like went right to... What just happened? We missed the first minute. I don't know what the NBA pass just did, my friends. That was
weird.
That was weird. I didn't do anything.
Well, first it went back to the lineup again, and then...
All right. Classic NBA pass. Well, 3-2. I thought that was weird. They had the players on the court, and we were still like watching stuff, but... Porzingis throws up a 3 total brick. You got to watch the NBA pass, my friends. Also, sometimes when you click on watch live, it doesn't put you on live, and that may have happened here where we were watching slight delay. I don't know what happened there. Sohan thinks about a 3, pulls it down. Crossover into the paint. Layup is no good. That's been one of Jeremy's toughest spots this year, besides playing point guard for a while, is he's really bricked a lot of layups at the rim. Well... Jaylen Brown gets into the paint, throws it down, 5-2 Celtics lead. 2 minutes through the game already. Malachi Branham pick and roll with Wemby. Gets the ball back to Wemby. Wemby in the paint. Little jump hook off, or jump push shot off the... I can't talk. Backboard is no good. The game did start already. Spur of the moment. I don't know what happened. My NBA League pass, we were watching the pregame, and then all of a sudden it blipped, and then next thing you know, we had missed a minute. Jay, good morning to you. Happy New Year. NBA League Pass is reliable as usual. It is Celtics ball. Tatum, jumper off the glass, no good. Song with the rebound. Jamie, did they have a great lineup? Even without Drew Holiday, they still have a great lineup. Who's the other starter tonight? Oh, Al Horford's in the starting lineup.
There we go.
Got Wemby for 3? That was Wemby for 3. We'll take that. I just don't want him launching 3s all game.
Oh!
Almost a steal by Celtics. Take the ball back. Brown will bring it up into the paint and lose the ball out of bounds, and it'll be Celtics ball. What is the Jordan Athlete? The Jordan Athlete? Is that a book, Meltdown? I don't know what that is. The Jordan Athlete? I don't get the reference. Did you see that? You couldn't even see him shoot the ball.
They've been showing this from some weird angles.
And now the scoreboard's not up for... Wow, they are just... Wemby driving in the paint, gets the layup.
They started drinking early.
Yeah, the NBA League Pass is acting really wonky.
There you go.
Was that Derek White? Derek White, another 3. My clock's a little behind. We'll get it fixed. Jeremy with the ball. Out to Devin Vassell. 11-7 Celtics lead. Devin in the paint. Layup. Good. Derek White takes some shots at his own team. And shots is in shooting, not, saying, talking crap. A lot of you said in the DeJounte Murray video I did for the channel that you actually would like Derek White back. Celtics aren't going to. Derek for 3 again. Celtics aren't moving on from him. Rule Boogie, thank you for stopping in. Hopefully next year's better for the Spurs. I agree, but it's been watching Wemby's just a lot of fun. Champagne with the In-N-Out Burger 3. Benjamin, I'd be nice to win by 12. It is Celtics' fault. Horford gets it to Derek White in the paint, and White's going to get a reverse layup. Derek White has 8 points already.
Wow.
Llama Ghost Spurs go to you. William, a happy new year and healthy and happy new year to you as well. Derek really taking it to his old team. Mars, good evening to you. Brandon can't play defense. Correct.
Did he leave under good circumstances, bad circumstances?
Derek left on good terms. He was traded. That's when the Spurs started to fully commit to the rebuild. The backcourt of the franchise, for the next decade at one point was supposed to be Derek White and DeJounte Murray, and it wasn't really working out. Gotcha. They traded Derek White, traded DeJounte Murray. Moving on. Good evening, Vincent from Colombia. Good evening, Anthony. Good evening, Penalty Cuber. If Spurs actually passed to Wemby, we might take the W. Well, maybe. Anthony, you're welcome. Didn't go live Friday night, but I wanted to be live tonight. I was like, it's New Year's Eve, but I'll be hanging out with the lady anyway, and why not watch the game and call it? And for anybody that's looking at a place to hang out before they go out tonight, or just hanging out inside, whatever, we'll be live. Wemby off to a good start, and Derek White is killing us right now.
Yeah, he's looking good.
You're a Celtics fan. Anthony, you guys, I said this at the beginning of the season. I think it's going to be you guys and the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals, and that is going to be fun to watch. Both loaded with talent, both built to win right now. The Celtics going all in, bringing in Holiday and Porzingis. Obviously, the Bucks going all in, bringing Lillard over. So that's going to be a fun series. As far as the Western Conference, I still think it's a little more open. BC is God. Well, welcome back. Bobby, a lot of Spurs fans, a lot want Derek White back. He's been playing, he started off a little, I think his first season, that during the in-season trade, he kind of struggled a little bit. If I remember, he was kind of playing the same type of ball, but this year he's playing much better. Dallas Western Conference Finals. I don't know who to trust in the Western Conference. It's hard to go against the Denver Nuggets, the defending champions. We'll see. Geo777, good evening to you. And yes, Wemby does improve quite often. He's going to be something special. Some people ask me, do you really think he's a franchise player? And I say, yes. He's not. You're forgetting. Absolutely. He's 19. This is his first taste of professional basketball in America. I don't watch French basketball, the French league, but I'm sure it's different in its own way. And you can see he's going to be special. You just got to stay healthy. If he stays healthy, he's good. Highest winning percentage versus Celtics. Coaches in NBA history. Greg Popovich has the highest winning percentage versus the Boston Celtics. 74%, minimum 25 games. Up next is Phil Jackson at 70%. Jeff Van Gundy at about 65%. Wow, I didn't know Pop has owned the Celtics. Now, a lot of that is due to the Big Three and the Twin Towers, but still, historically, his teams have done well against Celtics. So in for 3, nope. Derek White with the rebound. 13-9, Celtics up by 4. Porzingis is going to take a long straightaway 3. Bong, no good. And Jeremy will bring it up the court for the San Antonio Spurs. Wemby's going to take the 3 on the catch and shoot. Wemby! Nice. All right, Wemby's on fire. He's at 3 shots in a row, so Pop probably going to pull him any second now. Damien, good evening to you. The Rockets? Are they even playing that well? It is Celtics ball. 10 on the shot clock. I can't see who has that in the post. I think it's Jaylen Brown. It is. And he throws it up off the glass. Good. CB, good evening. Yeah, if it's been a while, I'm having a little trouble. I'm not gonna lie. Vassell, baseline jumper off the rim, no good. Porzingis with the rebound. But I appreciate you stopping in. If it's been a while, appreciate anybody stopping in tonight. Porzingis just takes the 3. That is very short. They got Wemby on the fast break, and they throw it over him. How do you start over a guy at 7-4? But Sal's laughing, but
That's not funny.
no. And Wemby's coming out. Of course he is.
Of course he is.
Yep, 6:31 to go. Wemby's coming out.
Isabel, I love your optimism.
Yes, I like it. Holiday and White will feast on Lillard. We'll see. You never know. Derek White, offside rebound last second. Yes, that's right. William, I do remember actually seeing that. And Luke Kornet gets a bucket in the paint. Someone's going to fly into the paint, throws up the layup, and misses it.
How about we put Wemby back in and yank him?
I don't understand why 5.5 minutes for Wemby, and he's out. Like, come on. Jaylen Brown's jumper is good. Wow, Derek Williams, I did not see that. Soin misses another layup in the paint. That may partially block. Jeremy Soin having a rough start to the game. Spurs down by 7, 5.5 minutes to go. Brown drives in the paint, and it's a layup. Oh, boy.
I would be interested in watching that.
Larka Dodson recently on an episode of Up in Smoke. Good insight on why Kawhi Leonard left. That's...
Do you want me to make a note?
Yeah, I'll forget that if you want to note that.
Text you right now?
Or see if you can find it on the YouTubes. What is Up in Smoke? I'm drawing a blank on that. We're on a timeout. Brian says Jeremy needs to stop taking shots. He has no offense game at all. Kokoshibo, Wemby leaves, and so does our defense and offense. That's fair. The championship in 2026 is why Wemby's resting. All right, I'm going to rub Coyote's head for good luck. Yes, Vera, they already sat Wemby. Mastro Messi, good evening to you. He played 5.5 minutes and Pop pulled him. So, yes, it's...
Frustrating.
Yeah, I think he had 2 threes in the first quarter as well as another shot. So I think he's got 8 points in the first quarter. And as soon as he pulled them...
I got it, babe.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah, I'll just leave it up on another.
I feel like I've heard of Up in Smoke. Man, I'm just drawing a blank.
Yeah.
Watching the guy, good evening. Almost every level of basketball after high school, coaches and players know you need some game rhythm. Wemby never gets to develop any with the minimum schedule. With the minute schedule, yes. I don't know how he can get a rhythm when he's playing like 5 minutes yanked, 5 minutes yanked. It's I'm Bobby, yes.
Mystery.
No, it's not mystery. We know what the problem is.
No, but Pop's rationale is a mystery.
Pop's rationale is a mystery. I'll agree with that. 8 and 5 minutes, and then he sits. Exactly. Why? We talked on the channel. We talked a lot this year, and I'm glad that fans are at least being open to question Pop, whereas previously they weren't, because some of these decisions don't make sense. Our refusal to this day to start a point guard. Look, Trey Jones is not an all-star point guard. I get it, but he gets the ball to Wemby. He's going to distribute the ball better to guys that are open. And no, we would not be a playoff team by starting him, but we would probably be a little better, more competitive, and maybe sneak in a few more wins here and there. Still going to be a lottery team no matter what, but the absolute refusal to start a point guard this year baffles me beyond belief. And then this minutes restriction that Wemby's been on all year. I know he had the recent ankle injury, but just all year he'd play 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes, and he's getting pulled every time. And I'm at a loss for words unless Pop and the organization made a decision we're going to protect him at all costs his rookie season and play him.
But then you're protecting him. It may actually turn out to hurt him because he doesn't get the chance to develop.
Vassell was looking very good in the offseason, and yes, he's slowed a little bit. And at the Happy New Year too, Cowboy X Factor. Cowboy X Factor, you need us to win next week, and then if the Eagles lose, do you win the NFC East? Is that the deal? If you guys win and the Eagles lose, Trey Jones, by the way, is in the game right now. Misses the jumper in the paint. Spurs get the offensive board, get it out to Dougie. Dougie's 3 is no good. Yeah, maybe overprotecting, though.
I think it's a detriment to him.
Turnover by the Celtics. J Money, I hope you're doing well. So, runner in the paint. That's good. We can get a run going. Breaking Chiefs clinch their 8th consecutive AFC West title. I didn't know that. Vera, he definitely have a chance at a triple-double. The assist might be tough, especially with this team missing open shots when he passes him the ball. That's an alley-oop dunk to Luke Cornett. But points, rebounds, and blocks, definitely a legit shot at a triple-double. Devin Vassell with the ball right now against former teammate Derek White. Starts to drive on him in the paint. Throws up a very difficult layup. Good and one! All right, we'll take it. Cowboys don't need the Giants to win next week because Cardinals up to the... Oh, you don't? All right. Javier says you got to beat the Commanders. All right, so if you beat the Commanders, you got the division. Zach, good evening to you and Happy New Year to everybody tonight. Vassell at the line for an and one.
Nice.
By the way, Zach said hi to you as well.
Okay.
23-17. Happy New Year. Derek White's going to fly in the paint. Throws up the layup. No good. Cornet tried to clean it up. That was no good. And I think we have a foul on one of our Spurs. Yes, Chetty Osman is a Spur now, CB. He was part of a kind of a throwaway player in the trade, of like a 3-team trade. He came over to us, I think, because of salary reasons. And he's been mostly good. Like most of our team, he's very inconsistent. Luke Cornett's at the line for two, made the first one. That was an extremely tough game to watch, that the way we lost that Cowboy X Factor. I mean, I can sit here and cry about the missed 2-point conversion to Saquon. The Rams missed 2 extra points. We missed an extra point. Then at the end of the game, the terrible call to run Saquon on second down, which I should have addressed in the short video I did today, but I was so angry at the team, I didn't even think of it. There's just a lot of bad everything in that game. Vassell for 3, no good. Porzingis with the rebound.
Cowboy X Factor. I only watched a few minutes. We got back.
We watched 12 minutes.
Did we watch 12 minutes?
12 minutes of the fourth.
We got back from the UConn game in time to catch the end of the game.
Porzingis jumper's no good. He's fouled. Going to go to line for 2. Celtics almost win the big one. Chill out. What big one? Wemby's 3-point shot has been getting better.
Thank goodness.
I'm 1-1 now. I'm going to go to every Pistons game until the season. What? I'm glad the Pistons won yesterday. They needed that. They really did. Hey, Cowboy X Factor, did you guys get a call yesterday? A buddy of mine texted me that a call went your way against, and kind of at the end of the game may have changed the outcome of the game. You're usually pretty fair that whether calls for your team or against your team, you'll call them the up and up. Was there some shenanigans at the end, or just is my buddy just crying because the Cowboys won? I don't know. Spurs ball down by 10. And when you think about our third quarters, we're not a team that we can't get down early. We need to get up early. Dougie driving backdoor and backdoor baseline. Oh boy. He stepped out of bounds either way. Raptors feeling generous. Yes, Kay did. The whole team looked happy. Yes, Sersky, good evening to you. John Lou, what's up? Yes, there was a controversy then, but it doesn't matter if Coach Mike runs the ball up the lead instead of passing it. Okay. Fair enough. Wait, Blake Wesley's in? I don't see him yet. You might be ahead of me. That 3 is no good. Jesse, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. It says, streaming on New Year's Eve. No, that's commitment. Happy New Year's to everyone. Happy New Year to you. And appreciate the support of the channel, my friend. Hopefully you are doing well. It is Celtics ball, up by 10, under 3 minutes to go. Derek White will pass it out to Brown. Brown with an alley to Porzingis, and he missed the dunk. I don't see Blake. I can't be that far ahead of us. Dougie for 3, no good. NFL expected to downgrade Brad Allen ref crew for playoffs after Lions Cowboys questionable call per report by NFL. Wow, is that bad?
Wow.
Trey Jones with the layup. Yeah. Ken B, good evening to you. And we have a timeout. Spurs up by, I think we have a timeout. Yep, Spurs up by 8. No worries, Glaze and Bacon. Hey, hope you're doing well.
Spurs are up by 8?
Spurs are down by 8. Whoops.
There you go.
Yeah, wishful thinking. Ken B, good evening. I was reading all the chat, and I definitely misspoke. That is crazy about the NFL. That must have been a really bad call. The controversy when the Lions went for 2, as we were fortunate to call one our way to call a penalty there, and they easily could have tied it, but went for the win. Oh, so they could have kicked an extra point to tie it. They went for 2 points to win, but there was a foul or a penalty that maybe wasn't a penalty? Did they convert them? Did they make the 2-point conversion and the penalty took it away? Is that kind of the big hoopla? Oh, Blake was about to check in. All right, I was like, I don't see him. I don't know what's going on here. Got it, J Money. Lions got robbed. It sucks to win that. Okay. Don Merrill says, if I had a nickel every time I heard TSR say Dougie for 3, no good. He played well against Portland Friday night. We watched the replay Saturday morning, me and Miss TSR, and he hit like 5 or 6 threes, I think, in the fourth quarter. He went nuts. Ultimately, it was a badly officiating game with missed calls, but I just hate blaming refs. They are humans. Yeah, nobody's perfect, but it shouldn't be obvious either. It is what it is. You know what they say? Or Dana White says it's best in the UFC. Never leave it in the hands of the judges. If you're up by like 10 points, it won't matter if the refs botch a call. Well, that's a little different situation. Do we have Blake? We do have Blake Wesley in the game. All right, and Trey Jones pop running the double point guard again. Tatum misses a layup at the rim.
Maybe he's making up for all the time he doesn't start a point guard.
Is that what it is?
Could be.
Osmond takes a quick 3, no good. So we're going kind of small right now. So we won't start a point guard, but we'll put 2 point guards in at the end of the first quarter.
Just so you know, we have them.
That's another.
Just to remind you that none are starting.
I don't know who shot that for 3 for the Celtics. Who is that dude?
Ooh.
Mama for 3. Sandro Mamakelsvili just rolls off the tongue. 30-22. So as usual, our offense isn't terrible. Not great, but our defense is... We're on pace to give up 120 plus points again. We always give up 120. Pritchard's the guy that hit the 3-pointer previously. I was like, who's this little white guy? Peyton Pritchard. Drawing Chong, yes, Derek White is playing very well. I think he has 8 or 10 points against us in the first quarter. He's looking good. Yes, we do, Milantano. Down by 8. Let's get this lead down by like 5 or 6. 8 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Trey Jones over to Mamu. Mamu's going to launch another 3. Boing bong, no good. Yep, Brian. Pop's still sending Wemby early. Pritchard can shoot. I know the name. I just forgot what he looked like, if I'm being honest. Porzingis on a mile-long 3. No good. Mama with the rebound. About a 8-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Don't mention New Orleans, Militano.
We will not talk about the Pelicans.
Miss TSR Sports did not like that team at all.
I'm very angry about
Nice bounce pass, and Mamo gets blocked at the rim. Now foul on us. Alex, no update yet. He's out tonight. I don't know if he's had an MRI or anything yet. I expect him to probably miss a few more games. I just don't know how long. No, they cannot Cowboy X Factor.
Militano, no worries. They traded my guy, Jordan.
And they trade him.
They moved him down to the G League. He was starting the season and was in contention for one of the top 5 rookie of the year, and they've got him now in the G League, and I just am livid.
Missed shot at the end of the quarter by Tatum, and the Celtics will take an 8-point lead. Yeah, he went from top 5 on the rookie ladder to he's not ranked anymore. Well, not the best first quarter. So Wemby played 5.5 minutes in the first quarter.
Oh.
You better get out there soon.
I don't know. Who's buttoning his pants up? So.
No, Mamu. That's Mamu, Alex, but they sound similar. So I can see where that would sound like Manu, but it's Mamu. I don't know if we're good for Jordan Hawkins. I assume he's going to be that. I mean, the Pelicans have a lot of young talent, but he was playing well, and his minutes kept getting reduced, and now I guess I assume so. He keeps playing. They're going to send him down there for.
Yeah, I mean, they had all those guys injured who came back that they've been giving the time to. So his minutes were just going down and down and down, but it hurts my soul.
I will say this. I think he'll be in the G League for at least the rest of the year.
Oh, just twist the knife.
He'll be in the G League for at least the rest of the year.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Woo! That one way overhead. Is that at least for 4.5 more hours? Yeah, I mean, that's actually what happened, Glaze and Mickey.
Yeah, G-Money, that's exactly what happened.
Yep, so much guard depth. Oh, that Jeremy Sohan airball, that was bad. That's why I did a short of that. I don't like picking on the Spurs, but I was like, that's so bad, I'm going to actually share that. He'll be back playing. I hope so, Lance. Ideal draft is Topic, then Reed Shepard with the second pick. Shepard shoots 59% from 3. 59%? And he's going to be in the second round? I did say, actually, you know what? J Money, that's what I said to Miss TSR when I saw Trey Murphy come back, and then I realized Jose Alvarado. We're talking about Miss TSR is a huge UConn fan, and Jordan Hawkins was playing well for the Pelicans at the start of the season, and he just recently got assigned to the G League. That makes sense. They want him playing and not sitting on the bench.
I get it. I get to be cranky about it too. And Zach Bear is currently snoring.
Nice. Ezekiel, are we winning? If you mean winning by having less points, yes, we're winning the who has the most less point game. We do have Charlotte's lottery pick 2 clutch Corey, but they suck, so that's gonna roll into a second round pick. I saw something about LeBron. Apparently yesterday LeBron had a 3, but they called it a 2. His foot was on the line. Yeah, apparently he went nuts on the refs and didn't get a T. I did see like his toe was on the line and he hated the call. Kyle, good evening to you. 150 did score a touchdown. Oh, that's all. Wow. Hey, win's a win. Toby, good evening to you. Win's a win. Doesn't matter how you get it. Although I do not trust the Chiefs as much going into the AFC playoffs as I have in the past. Nice move by Chetty Osman to get in the paint. Look, throws it up on the glass. That is good. Can Jordan play point guard?
He's had to.
Al Horford's 3 from the corner is good. Oh, I missed a 3 by the Celtics. It's 36-24. I'm way behind on the points. My apologies. Must forgot to give them some points. We're down by 12. Well, oh, you know what? I don't know what I did. Wemmy's going to take a 3. Yeah, it's a little short. Looked like it was on the line. If Jordan Hawkins played for the Spurs and he's a point guard, he's never going to start, ever. Because we don't start point guards. Ever. Payton Pritchard with the ball right now. 1-on-1 with Osman. Drives by him, gets in the paint, throws it up off the glass. Good. Well, this is getting ugly. Lamar Jackson's pretty solid. Williams says, I can't wait till the third quarter. Hey, there's a big alley-oop to Wemby. What, the reverse slam or Luke Cornett? And guess who passed it? Trey Jones, because
that's how it goes.
Yeah. That was a beautiful pass by Trey and Wemby. They have a good connection. No.
El Lance. Castle would be great.
Yeah, she wants Castle.
Steven Castle.
Wemby for 3. Quick turnover by the Celtics on the inbound pass, and Wemby falls up an immediate 3. Wemby plays so much better when Trey's out there.
He really does.
And you would think that the Spurs will want Wemby to play his best basketball and build around him. So maybe start a point guard, Grandpa. Dana pulls up, hits a
You should tell them that story.
Jim Cornette's on the Celtics? No. Luke Cornett. Luke Cornett, Jim Cornette. That's a good one.
Hey, Toby.
So in the paint, jumper off the glass is good. He made a buck in the paint. I just don't trust the Chiefs. They don't have Tyreek Hill, so that's a big one. I don't even have him last year either, but Pritchard for 3. Off the rim, no good. So what? Spurs didn't get a defensive rebound. Second chance for the Celts. Have Cornette wide open in the paint. Wow, he's just standing there. Horford's pull-up jumper is good. The Celtics were treating Luke Cornett like Victor Wembanyama, just wide open, standing in the paint, and nobody could see him. He's like, I'm over here. Woo-hoo-hoo. Butterfly, good evening. Happy New Year to you. Jones in the paint. Runner is going to be good. Floater. Pitch to floater. 3 more likes for 60. Sounds good. Wait, Miami got wrecked, did they? Yes, he is an anthem. Hauser for 3, no good. Blake Wesley rips the rebound away from Wemby. Gets it up to Jones. Jones flies up the court. Out to Dougie. Dougie's going to get it out to Wemby. Wemby's going to fake the 3. Then pull up for a mid-range jumper. Wemby's feeling it tonight.
Good.
Pop's probably sit him right about now then. I'm kidding. I don't think he should be sat, but this is what's been happening this year. And almost a steal by the Spurs. And now fouling Trey Jones. You just smashed that like button. Thank you, Sands family. Butterfly, that Giants game was
awful.
And the penalties that killed us. I missed so much stuff on the short that I should have. The bad run to Barkley, the penalties that killed a bunch of big plays in the fourth quarter. I was just so frustrated at the loss. I couldn't get my thoughts out. LA says this defense sucks. Yes. Wait, let me phrase that. What defense? There ain't much defense. Jason Tatum with bar right now, 1-on-1 with Sohan. 4 on the shot clock. Just pulls up over him. Good. Not much Jeremy could do there. LA Spurs. Victor with ball right now. 7:40 to go. Spurs down by 9. Gets it to Vassell. Vassell's baseline jumper. Good. Put up assist for Wemby. The Ravens could mean yes. Ravens are playing very well right now. One thing, though, I hate to say it, I don't trust a team with a running quarterback. That's just hasn't worked out. Hauser back with the ball, gets it to Hal Horford. Damn Hauser, that is. And they're going to get it to Cornett. Cornett's going to drive in the paint, gets the layup. Good, 46-37, as our defense is well on the way to giving up about 60 points in the first half, as usual.
Gufran, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, Gufran. So he's going to drive baseline, reverse layup, good. And we're going to have a timeout. Spurs staying close. You don't mess with the Sohan. Safety in football is worth 2 points. And it's when you get tackled in your own end zone, which you don't want to do. Or you fumble the ball out of your own end zone, which you don't want to do that either. I have no idea how much Tandem has now. I can look at the ESPN page I have up, and I'm not sure if it's going to show it. Oh, he's got 7. Wemby and Vassell are doing very well tonight. Wemby has 15, Vassell has 11.
Keep it that way, please.
They have 2/3 of the Spurs points, which means the rest of the team need to step up, and then as a collective team, they need to play some freaking defense. Is Lamar Jackson pass first now? All right. The Cards did beat the Eagles. Wemby cooking. Too bad he's going to get benched now. Exactly, Mr. Savage. I have extra optimism, it seems. I can let you have some Rich V flaking. No, I just don't trust Pop to leave Wemby in the game when he's playing well. Wemby's played about 5 minutes in the second quarter. He's absolutely on fire right now, which means Pop's probably going to pull him when he comes back in.
Isabel, I adore your optimism. Don't ever change.
His rebound has dropped the last 2 games, Toby. Does he not have a rebound tonight? Victor Wembanyama is 0 rebounds. That is odd for a guy that's 7'4", because he was really getting. He had that streak of games where he started at center where he was getting like 15, 18, 20. Maybe it was the other way around. He had the 20 game first, but he was really killing the boards. But I think the last 3 games he's been averaging, about 7 boards a game, and he's got 0 tonight. Is he just not? I can't see as much as you guys can because obviously we're live here doing the game, but is he just hanging out in positions where he can't get to the ball on boards? I don't know. 0 rebounds, 0 blocks. Dragon, I know he had no blocks. Monstro Kelman is out with back spasms. He was questionable early in the day. He was actually questionable Friday with back spasms, and I guess it finally kept him out of the game.
Yeah, he had that brace on.
Yeah, he did. Exactly, Slap Jones. When he plays better when he's got a point guard.
Shocking.
He's getting pulled out of the paint. I figured. My boy Wesley checks in the second quarter. Yes, Muhammad, Blake Wesley's getting some playing time. And they're not missing. Well, that's true, Mr. Savage. The Celtics aren't missing shots. Wemby is not going to have a rebound to go get. They call me Vitamin at school? Is that your nickname, Vitamin? No, Wemmy's not hurt. He had a sore ankle about a week ago. And he's actually still in the game. I'm surprised Pop hasn't yanked him. He didn't play the back-to-back because of the ankle. I'm trying to put my shoe on.
Do you need a hand? What's going on?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Ugh. It is Celtics ball. My clock's not running? Of course my clock's not running. Brown get it around to Horford for three, and that three is no good. Long rebound will fall into Jason Tatum's hand. Follow-up three is no good. And that rebound will also fall into Jason Tatum's hand. He takes in the paint, gets the layup. So second chance and third chance opportunity, something the Spurs have been giving up all year. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with San Antonio. Asia, good evening. Thanks for stopping in, babe.
Elias, Happy New Year.
Soon we'll have the Zach Collins point guard experiment. God, no. Happy New Year, Elias. Watch it, you guys. Thanks, Eric. Yeah, I'm sure happy about that.
Asia, Happy New Year.
I'll have to do some reaction videos in the playoffs, like if the Eagles or Cowboys get knocked out. Not that I'm as a Giants fan. Whatever. I can't really say anything. Vassell pull-up jumper. Took that and kind of forced that shot just a little bit. The clock is ahead now.
Vassell's reading comments on the internet, to which I say, if it gets him moving, I'm all for it.
Derek White for three. No good. Sohan with the rebound. Blah, 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 basketball. Good evening. Wemby in the post. Double teamed. Gets to the Sohan. Sohan's jumper in the paint. Good. Why not call him the point? He thinks he's
You can't look at Sohan with that facial hair. I just want to send him a thing of razors.
That's a missed layup by Jaylen Brown. Spurs on the fast break. Get it up to Brandon. Brandon in the paint.
Nice.
And one.
Nice.
Thunder dunk of justice.
There we go. Thunder dunk of justice from Malachi.
Toby, we do need Vassell to be consistent, but to be fair, we need them all to be consistent.
That's true. Malachi fouled by Derek White. Oh, got hit on the head and still finished the play. Yes, they should play through Wemby, Bibby, Joseph. Vassell's goofy.
No, he's
She likes his hair.
I love his hair.
And the Sprady didn't play, girl. She's a big fan. She's like, that's a nice pair of Vassell's he's got there. Is that magazine even still around? Or it's not even a magazine probably anymore. It's probably an internet thing. Porzingis jumper, no good. Foul, going in line for two. Yes, he is, Toby, probably.
Asia, we didn't watch the Eagles.
No, we went and saw the UConn women's basketball team destroy Marquette. I got it. Marquette Golden Eagles. I pulled it. And then we got home in time to watch the fourth quarter for the Giants, and I didn't do a very good reaction to that because I was so flustered.
You were so angry.
Apparently, my sound that I made when they missed a field goal was
Fantastic.
I don't even know. I don't know what I made. It was rough, but there's so many things about that game. I'm gonna continue. I'll do a reaction to the Giants' last game of the year against the Eagles, and I'll probably keep an eye on what happens with the Eagles and the Cowboys, and if one of them loses badly. Troll the playoff loss a little bit, but also the Giants suck. So I mean, I'll freely admit that if I do that video, I'll just be like, you're on the couch with us now, watching the playoffs. The Celtics going to take a pull-up three. I feel like Devin's occasionally forcing shots when he doesn't need to.
I agree.
Like he's good at creating his own shot, but when they're contested like that, your chance of it going in decreases quite a bit. Porzingis, I think he's going to go one-on-one with Mimi. Drops it off. Brown in the paint. Misses the layup. Loose ball's going to bounce around and fall in the hands of headband man Malachi Brandon. Brandon will bring it up. Launches it way over to Vassell. Vassell back to Wemby. Wemby in the paint. Pull-up jumper at the line. That's a little short. Yes, we have, Rodney. Tatum for three. Oh, boy. Pop's going to call a timeout.
It's a good time to do that.
Watching Chet play in Barclays right now, yeah. Do you mean like in regards to Rookie of the Year battle? Toby agrees, yes, Vassell forces shot. And Asia's loving your laugh, by the way.
Aw, thanks, Asia. I think with Vassell, if he would just take a fraction of a second more to get gathered, his shots would go in a lot more often. He just needs a fraction of a second more to compose himself.
William asked a good question.
What was that?
Has Devin really had a solid game since going off against the Lakers? I think okay game, but he hasn't had a great game. Not anywhere near what he did against the Lakers. And Elias, that concerns me. Says Raptors are cleaning house. Everyone must go. Already traded OG. We have their lottery pick next year, but it's top 6 protected. If they clean house, they might be one of the worst 6 teams in the NBA, and then we're not going to convey that pick. If the Cowboys win next week, the NFC East will not have a repeat winner since 2004, since the Eagles did it back-to-back, which is, yes, I know the NFC East is just a constant rotating team of the year, if you will. Sarah, Happy New Year from Massachusetts. That's where I'm from Western Mass. West Side. Woo. Llama, I want that pick too. But if they're going to start cleaning house, that scares me because I think right now they're the 7th worst team in the NBA. And they're right fringe right there on that pick not conveying. Whitey's a great passer, Bibby. He really is. I kind of like the streak all 4 teams have a chance. I mean, all 4 have a chance, though New York and Washington, let's be honest, have not been very good lately. They did get RJ Barrett and Quincy. Wait, who got RJ Barrett and Quincy? Is that who the Raptors got? I thought they got, wait, did they get Quincy or Emmanuel quickly? I don't remember who part of the trade was. Asia, I'm there with you. Miss TSR should have her own Lucky Charm, nice laugh clip.
No, the Kawhi laugh is my favorite. He plays it because I love it so much.
What's that sound like again? Oh yeah, like that. Okay, so that's right. They did get some good players back. So maybe they're not. Maybe they're just reloading and restocking and getting younger. Raptors are sitting at 7th. Oof. If the pick goes in order, Sugar J, that's a good point. If it goes in order, Ozzy, I agree. Julian Champagny, I like him. He does have no business starting at this point. We'll see on the Red Sox and Yankees because that's going to depend if she wants to go live with me. She's live with me now, but I mean actually live as in Selena Gomez. Sorry, Selena. That'll be many months from now, so I mean, she might be more comfortable.
I think Kylie's praying over there.
He is. Jeremy Sohan going to start to drive into the paint. Little jump hook is blocked. It's going to get knocked out of bounds, and it is going to be Spurs ball. They only have 1.8 seconds on the clock. Jeremy struggles continue in the paint. When he's near the rim, if he's not dunking, it's not going in. He misses quite frequently within 3 feet if it's not a dunk.
Oh, Kokushibo. Nobody will ever forget that.
And shot clock violation for the Spurs. Zach, the game is right here. I'll show you the game.
Seriously, can we hold him down and shave him?
Sucker!
A butterfly said for our 1-year anniversary, we go live. I don't think that type of content is allowed on YouTube. Butterfly, just saying. Porzingis pull-up jumper is good. No, Raps on Chip Siakam, not at all.
Isabel, I'm with you. I didn't know who he was until I started watching the Spurs, and then Rich showed me the clip of him laughing one day. I think I must have made him play it for me 25 times.
She did. That's a 3 for the Spurs. I did not see who shot it, though. Quick 3 down the other end by Jason Tatum to take our 3-pointer away. That's true, Butterfly. Well, I don't know. There might be some people under 18. Maybe the Raptors, I forgot that's who they got. Maybe it's just more they need a change. Just a change. Malachi's going to go to the line for 2 after getting fouled. 58-47. Spurs are down by 11. The biggest thing the Spurs fans got to worry about is the third quarter is the next quarter, and that is not our quarter.
Oh, the third quarter curse.
Celtics showing Spurs how to play with a 7'3" guy. Spurs should just copy. Xavier, I don't know what to say about the way the Spurs are handling Wemby this year. Such a high ceiling, so much potential, but I really feel like they're not maximizing him.
Asia, I haven't really been following with the UConn men, UConn women, and the Spurs. There's been a lot of basketball in my life lately.
Now, I told you I've met two people in real life off of YouTube, correct?
Yes.
One is Beantown Breakdown, a.k.a. Bobby. Awesome chat. My man, OGR Sports with the $5 super chat. He says, Happy New Year, my friend. May next year, meaning 2024, be a little more kind to your Spurs. Well, hopefully they're kind to our Spurs, or my Spurs, and our Giants, because they are, I just can't take today's loss was painful. Absolutely painful. It just, all the big plays taken back from penalties. The Barkley drop, no, not even a drop. I'm actually blaming that on Tyrod Taylor. The pass behind his back and the 2-point conversion when he probably should just ran it in.
Oh, that was miserable to watch.
That was, she doesn't even like football, and found that painful.
Miserable to watch.
Jeremy Son's going to drive in the paint. But OJ are actually doing Giants content again. Only in the form of YouTube shorts for the time being, but it's fun to talk about our guys again. And with the draft coming up soon, I always like doing mock drafts. I might start doing more of those. And, maybe we should do a Giants video at some point in the near future. It'd be nice to chat football with you. No, Toby. If Champagne's not hitting his three, he doesn't. He's. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys on the team, unfortunately, say if they're not doing. What was that?
I told you, I think they're drunk in the production.
They might be. Let's sell the ball right now over to Jeremy Sohan. Sohan going to drive into the paint. Picks up his dribble. Gets it back to Mamu. Sorry, Champ. No, that's Mamu.
That's Mamu.
All right, the beard threw me off for a second. He gets a layup in the paint. He was in a crowd, and I was like, wait, is that? It's Mamu. Champagne's not even on the court. Good.
There is a lot of facial hair on this team.
Yeah, a lot of it's not good.
No.
Porzingis with the shot, no good. Foul, going to the line for two. Sounds good? Awesome. All right.
William, he's out with the back spasms.
Yeah, Keldon is out. He was questionable Friday night with back spasms, ended up playing. He was questionable tonight, and he did not play with back spasms. Really tells you something when Sohan goes down and his teammates aren't right there to pick him up. Queso King? I didn't see that.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
First free throw's
He
good.
was down long enough that I had time to wonder if he skidded, if it would remove some of that
Facial
stuff
hair?
on his face.
We're trying to hang in there. The thing is, we got third quarter up next.
Oh.
No, the third quarter.
Oh.
Not the third quarter. Calvin gonna get traded. Oh, don't say that, Ozzy. I've got two Johnsons. I don't want to lose my Johnsons. I'd keep Calvin's jersey. I wouldn't get rid of it, but it would make me sad wearing it. Vassell in the paint, toss it out to Malachi, back to Trey Jones. Clock's running out. Someone's gonna have to shoot. Gets out to Malachi. Malachi's gonna have to launch a long three air ball. That was terrible.
Hope it's a good 6 feet from the hoop.
Yes, Kobe Bryant's passing is what? Next month is the anniversary?
Penalty, Huber. Zach is out with a rolled ankle.
Yep, Zach Collins
Hopefully it's
out for
only
a
a
while.
holding.
I think he'll be out for a little while. Like a week. Maybe a little longer. Derek White misses at the rim. Mama with the rebounds. Devin will bring it up. And man, Wemmy's minutes are really low this game so far. I think he's played 12, 13.
Asia, I don't have an NBA team. I follow the former UConn players.
Sohan for three, no good. Porzingis with the rebound. 12-point game.
So, for instance, when Ray Allen was a Celtic.
Screw Ray Allen.
I know how you feel about it.
Yeah.
That's why I picked him.
Thanks. Tatum for three, no good. Rebound for the Celtics, and Derek White gets the three, and these freaking second chance opportunities the Spurs are giving up left and right. The lead is now ballooned up to 15. Yes, Divin, we are losing bad. Victor Rame, what's January 19th or 20th? And yes, Christian Joe or Jose, Wemmy's 3-point percentage has been up a little bit lately. Malachi Branham with the ball, gets it into Trey Jones. Jones back to Sohan. Sohan back to Malachi Branham's going to launch the three at the buzzer. There's 0.8 seconds left, so near the buzzer. Porzingis will throw the baseball, and that's not even close. Wemby, 0 boards. Damn. Wemby hasn't gotten a rebound?
Well, he's had like 3 minutes.
He's had more than 3 minutes.
Yes, but not by much.
But still 0 rebounds? That's okay, Jacob. That was... I mean, they have nothing to play for, but you still...
You don't want to see that.
You know,
Nobody wants to see that.
You don't want to lose like that. You really don't want to lose like that. We can get a Go Spurs Go, Zach. You can get 2 Go Spurs Go. Mr. Savage's Celtics are stacked. Mr. Z, good evening to you. He gets close to around the ball. Yeah, I haven't seen a couple tipped balls and around Wemby. All right, let's pull up the stats for the game. Celtics with a pretty big lead. It's not over, but Celtics have a pretty big lead. All right, for the Celtics, Jason Tatum has 15. Al Horford has 5. Kristaps Porzingis has 8. Derek White, former San Antonio Spur, with 13. Jaylen Brown with 8. Off the bench, Hauser with 3. Brissett with 0. Cornette with 8. And Pritchard with 5. I think that's pretty much... Let me change my bench lineup a little bit. I had a Nemius Quida in there. He's doesn't look like he's playing at all. For San Antonio Spurs, Julian Champagnie with 0. 0. Nice. Really contributing in there, buddy. Sohan with 9. Not having the best shooting game. 4-10 to start the game. Victor Wembanyama with 15 points in 13 minutes. 2 assists. That's it. No rebounds, no steals, no blocks, no turnovers, no fouls. That's a weird game for Victor. Devin Sell with 11 and Malachi Branham with 7. Off the bench for the Spurs, Mamu with 5, Dougie with 0. So he's giving us nothing because if he's not scoring, he's useless. He's a turnstile on defense. So 0 points in 9 minutes. Osman with 2, Jones with 4, and Blake Wesley played 6 minutes. Blake had 4 assists. You know, Blake did not take a shot. Team was +1 with him out there. But he had 4 assists and 1 rebound in 6 minutes. No turnovers and no fouls. Blake's lately been a pretty solid distributor when he's been coming in off the bench. I'm hoping he turned the corner because
that's a bit dramatic.
That was a first-round pick last year, and I still have my hopes he can be a big contributor on this team at some point in the future. You want any of your picks to convey if you can, and he's still young enough where his game's developing. I don't know if I'm going to watch the ball drop. I mean, do you care about that? Nope.
Jacob, Happy New Year to you too. And Ajan, I'm going to be dragging him to as many college basketball games as I can fit in around his Spurs schedule. So.
Let me add some stuff in the stat. Hindsight is 2020. Are you still okay with the Sohan draft pick? I wonder if we had a chance to redraft, which direction do we go with that pick? Derek Williams, honestly, at that time, I wanted Jalen Duren.
And you would have been right.
And hindsight now, I mean, we're getting killed on the boards. He's averaging, 11 or 12 boards a game, gives us another shot blocker. Duren's ceiling, I think, is much higher than Zach Collins. And actually, I think we had Pirtles on the team there, but you have to have the foresight of knowing whether you're going to re-sign a player or possibly trade a player. So Brian Wright, I think, should have had an idea that I'm going to need Jakob Pirtle's replacement in the near future.
Is Coyote wearing a diaper?
Is Coyote wearing a diaper? So at that time, I wanted Jalen Duren, and I think the team probably would be. I mean, we'd have Coyote's wearing a diaper. Oh my God. Coyote's wearing a baby outfit. He's got a bottle and a diaper and a bib.
And the hat. And oh, dear me, that's horrifying.
Oh, no. Don't watch this, buddy.
Coyote, don't look, little guy. Don't look. We'll never do that to you, I promise.
No.
Oh, that is awful.
Oh, turn him. He doesn't want to see that. Jalen Duren.
Oh, gosh. Oh. I'm scarred.
He hasn't a minutes restriction, Muhammad. He is. I like Sohan. He's in a tough spot, too. Because of the way the season started. I can tell Miss TSR Happy New Year, Jacob. I think she already caught that. She did. We're down 12 without Holiday. Hey, we're down 12 without Kelman. Or Zach. So, I mean, I'm just saying. All right, Wemby. Little Coyote is forever traumatized. Oh, no, don't say he's forever traumatized.
We're all traumatized by having to have seen that.
That was bad.
Awful.
That's a Coyote outfit I don't ever want to see again.
No, that needs to be a one and done.
Little baby Coyote.
Asia, thank you for the compliment.
Yes, Droiling, 15 points, 0 rebounds, 0 blocks. I don't know what's going on in that end of the floor. I don't know. You gotta mute yourself sometimes when your team's down by 12.
Apparently, you also had to amuse yourself when my team was up by 30, so, yeah.
What was I doing to amuse myself while your team was up by
You were
30?
playing on your phone.
I was playing on my phone. That was in the fourth quarter. That game was way over in the fourth quarter.
Yes, it was.
Just for the record, someone in the Spurs organization said this is a good idea and approved that wardrobe. This is true.
And that person should be losing their job.
That
person needs to be fired.
I don't ever want to see Coyote wearing something like that again, ever. Yeah, Elias, that was
That was awful.
You know what?
That ought to make Shaq in a fool right there.
That could make Shaq in a fool.
Oh God, are you gonna replay it?
I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna pause it and turn the camera on the TV.
Oh, okay.
There's the baby. Okay, we're close. I'm gonna show you guys this Coyote.
Oh, it's so awful.
Oh, there's his butt.
Well, that's what I saw first. That's why I was saying I think he's wearing a diaper.
I thought you were looking at the kid. I was like, wait, what about the
No,
kid?
no,
I didn't
no.
realize it was Coyote.
They'll have the shot of the whole thing. Right there, yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Okay.
God.
You guys see Coyote? I'm getting a view of my house right now. Is it going to zoom in? Oh, I don't know if you can see Coyote in the background there, but that's him.
Yes, you can kind of see it.
That's him
Oh God.
wearing a.
I'm scarred for life.
He's got a bottle and he's wearing a. It's terrible.
Oh.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
It's a baby bonnet. He's wearing a baby bonnet and a bib and a diaper and holding a bottle, and I'm going to see that in my nightmares tonight.
Yeah. That was a terrible. Tyrese Halliburton had 43 assists the past 2 games. 43. Wait, what?
Wait, what? You wanted him?
Devin Vassell was drafted over Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah.
How did you not get with this girl earlier? Oh, Miss TSR. Coyote's wearing a baby hat.
It's a baby bonnet.
A baby bonnet. Yes, no patch reflex. I'm actually only taking that twice a day now. My eye is cleaned up. I'm just taking. This is a regular eye drop. I'm wearing a contact. It feels much better. The Coyote baby should try to mess up the shooting for the Celtics. Gio, that's not a bad idea. 23 assists and 20 for Halliburton. Oh my goodness. Spurs fans are already doing the hindsight thing with Devin and Tyre. Now, we had DeJounte Murray at the time, but they did draft a point guard in the second round. Halliburton, I didn't realize he was going off. He's averaging 12.8 assists per game to lead the NBA, along with 25 points per game. Halliburton's last 5 games, 14, 15, 10, 20, 23.
Lily lost the ability to walk.
By the way, the night he dropped 20 assists on the Bulls, he also dropped 32 points.
Dad, again.
You can join the
This
battle
dude
to
is
save
balling.
lives by becoming a St. Jude
He's only
partner at
23.
home for only 9.
He's 23. I can't believe how good, you look at his 4 years. Tyrese Halliburton, assists per game, 5.3, 8.2, 10.4, 12.8. You look at his points per game, 13, 15.3, 20.7, 24.6. He just keeps getting better and better. Man, the Pacers got something special in there. I wouldn't mind having him as our point guard. He's not getting traded. There's no chance. The Pacers would be stupid to move on from him. Carlos Jeter, my friend, good evening to you.
Carlos, how are you feeling?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Going into 2024 with a much, much better.
My zombie eye is much better, Jorling. It's not red anymore, but my pupil doesn't quite dilate yet from the previous medication I was taking. It's getting better, but I look like Marilyn Manson sometimes with one little eyeball, one big eyeball, or pupil, I should say. Well, thank you, Rich. I'm traumatized all over again. Sorry, Elias. Now that would justify Pop getting on the mic and saying, "This is not who we are. We're better than that."
Except I think it actually sums up exactly who you are.
Yeah. Poop. Oh, hat I'm on. It's a Spurs hat. It's the Spurs logo. Is it over here?
Yeah.
Okay. I have another Spurs hat, but it's one size too small. It's a fitted hat, and it fits okay enough so you guys may see it in the recorded videos I'm wearing it. It has a Spurs hat logo in the front, but it's not. I need to stretch it out a little bit. It's gonna take a little time. How much y'all think Jalen and Tatum score? How much? I mean, I think Tatum's gonna go for 20 something. Jalen maybe 15 something. They're gonna have, I think, a distributed game. Derek White's kind of going off tonight. Tyrese is him. You think the Warriors could give us? Did you just two?
Did I? No.
Yeah. Was that Bear?
That was Bear.
Bear, did you just two?
He woke up. He's actually farted 3 times since he woke up.
Wow, Bear's gassy.
Which he never is. We didn't give him. I didn't give him any food. Did you give him like human food?
No. He may eat that one sprinkle that fell on the floor.
That was enough to make him that gassy.
I guess.
Did it get in your tummy and hurt your tummy bubble?
You think the Warriors would give us Clay for Kelman and some picks? No. No. Oh, you didn't know? Good evening, Roy Garza. Good evening to you. Wow, the season had been that rough between Spurs and Giants who need a prescription eye drops. It's a second. I've had it 2 years in a row, GR, where my eye just got inflamed, and it took much longer to get better this year. It's finally feeling better. I'm still taking the prescriptions twice a day now. I'm just trying to like slowly work myself off of it instead of just going cold. But yeah, that's been rough. And watching the Spurs play this bad has been a shock. And we're actually, you know what? The Giants and the Spurs being this bad, and Daniel Jones being abysmal this year. He just sucked this year before the ACL. I really thought the Giants would be at least competitive and finish with 9 or 10 wins again this year. And they've taken a huge step backwards. I didn't have huge expectations for the San Antonio Spurs, but I thought adding Victor Wembanyama to the roster, and yes, we have less vets than last year, but I thought that would be enough, another year of the guys in the system, that the team would be better this year. But right now they're 5-26. They're a bottom 3 team in the NBA. I did not expect that. And it's been really hard calling them this season because there's been a lot of games that they've not even been in it. And this is a game that could turn into that because the Spurs are one of the worst, or the worst. I think they might be the worst when it comes to point differential, third quarter teams in the NBA. And if they play like that tonight, we could easily go into the fourth quarter down by 25-30.
Are we back to being live?
The game's not live. Well, we're live. The game's not live.
Did you catch it back up?
Yeah, it's caught up.
Okay. Elias, this whole house is one big man cave.
True story. That is a true story.
And Carlos, I'm so glad to hear that you're feeling better. I hope you have such a great 2024.
Yes. So he'll probably leave the Warriors on his own before you trade him. I agree. Dog tooted. Why does Pop still refuse to start? Zach, I did a video on that literally like a week ago. Trey Jones, Devontae Graham, Blake Wesley, granted the last two have had very little playing time, have started combined at 0 games. I honestly think we're going to go 82 games this year and start a point guard 0. By the way, Andrew, hopefully you're doing well. It's been a long time since we have to hung out in person. We're going to have to change that at some point. If your kids aren't busy, maybe a double date at some point. Your wife and you and me and Miss TSR. Miss OGR and Miss TSR, and then the two of us. Who do you think won the Raptors-Knicks trade? I would have to re-examine it because I forgot that the Raptors got RJ Barrett. So I'd really, off the top of my head, I'm not sure. Goals for 2024, Jacob.
Oh, mine is rehab my knee.
Yeah, hers is rehab her knee.
And no more injuries.
That's a good goal. More TSR music.
Ooh, that's a great one.
There's a lot of songs that have been on the back burner that I've been, less time with comic books, more time exercising and working on TSR music stuff. Because I've been doing a lot of the comic stuff. And I bought a lot more today again. I bought a long box worth, then some. And I realized, you know what? As I was looking through it tonight, I'm like, this takes up so much time, rebagging things, organizing things. selling on a Craigslist. Like I spend so much time, and while I enjoy it, it's taking away from other things. And I love making music, and would love to get more proactive in doing that. And would like to get. I'm not in horrible shape, but I'm not happy with the shape I'm in because the eye thing threw me off for a few weeks. And then when you are with somebody that's also nursing injury, you tend to be less active if they're not active. Not blaming her in any way, for the record.
No.
And
It's fair. It's a fair assessment.
I like to get back to running at lunch and lifting weights at lunch, and I plan on doing it. I have no junk food in my house now. I only have healthy stuff, bananas and raisins and almonds, and I know I can do it, and I'm going to do it. Jalen Brown pull-up is good.
Asia, I have definitely heard him sing. He a couple of times has taken the guitar out and has just played for me, and it's absolutely wonderful.
Did you see what OJR Sports put in the chat? I think he's asking us to treat us to dinner or lunch. That sounds good. Have you ever been to Oster, the restaurant? We have a $200 gift card we need to kill.
We can help you with that.
Or if they're going to kill it for themselves, and we can pay for our own, which we would do.
Is it also true?
Yeah. I didn't mean to assume you were looking at pay for that. My apologies. That was rude. What the hell? Wemby, he just threw the ball out into the crowd. Imagine we get to the playoffs. Imagine we get to the playoffs. Yeah, my apologies, Ojo. That was rude. Gift card for you and your wife. I will pay for Miss TSR. Oh my gosh, Tatum for 3. This is gonna get into a just hang out and talk stream pretty soon, guys. If this third quarter goes the way the third quarter's been going for the Spurs this year. Nice job by Malachi Branham getting the paint and layup. Good.
That's a good question. I have some better artichoke recipes.
I don't know. Oh, he did mean. Oh, he's going to use it to get. Oh, okay. Just let me. We're probably more free than you are as you have children. So let us know your schedule. 70-55, and we can't let the Celtics. Every third quarter is a long third quarter. We have a timeout. Broccoli is yummy. Carlos? Yes, I have some broccoli in the house. Milady, she went downtown. She bought some broccoli. She brought it home. She's chopping broccoli. 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 All right.
My brother and I used to sing that at dinner.
She's chopping broccoli.
And annoy the living daylights out of my parents.
I just love that.
Yeah. He is so funny.
What was it? I used to love the line. There's a lady that I know. If I didn't know her, she'd be the lady I didn't know. Elias, what comments am I collecting? Yes. I have a lot.
He has a lot.
I have a lot.
So many.
You should have. I don't know that song. I mean, song is probably easy on guitar. It's probably 1 or 2 chords. My guitar is in my way in the back corner room and not anywhere near here. And plus, it's not my computer desk is literally. I have no room. You guys probably never seen this, but look, I have like no room. Like I'm like, you can see my crotch too. I'm wedged in here. I'm wedged in. I have very little movement. But if you look on the stream, everything looks fine. But if you actually were to look outside in, it's kind of ghetto. I'm just like on a couch with a light, with a table, with a mic, with a camera, and a laptop, and just sandwiched in this spot. It's actually kind of uncomfortable. But I do it, and I enjoy it.
I will say my friends have been very surprised when I show them pictures that I take of you.
Yes, I appreciate that. My wife literally just showed me that skit. Oh, I'm late, but what? Nice.
So good.
You know what? We're getting killed. Go Spurs go anyway. And if you ain't down with that, Chuck Norris. Ah, the Chuck Norris. You're the Chuck. Thing is, I know I remember when OGR left YouTube. It's and I know it's just one of the reasons to spend more time, but I think with your family, which I totally get, it is such a time killer. It takes a lot of time out of me each week. I'm very lucky that she will watch the games with me, so we're not losing time together. But I can understand where if you have little ones, they will always come first over YouTube, and I think you made the right move. Maybe in the future, as they get older, time permits, you come back to YouTube. If you don't, yeah, you had a good run. You got to 1,000 subscribers, and there's a lot of people that don't hit that number, so that's something to be proud of. Brown at the line, and the second free throw is good. We are down by 17 again.
Yeah, I actually don't know how you could date somebody who wasn't a basketball fan. I don't know how that would work the way they do.
None of my previous girlfriends were back. Well, you're the first person I've dated since the sports channel started.
Yeah.
I had a bad relationship in 2018, which I mentioned to you guys. Started this channel in 19, was taking a year off from dating, and then the pandemic hit in 2020, so then it was tough to date just because of that. And really, longest before you was 4 dates. I just couldn't.
Since you've had the channel, yeah.
Yeah, couldn't connect to anybody.
It's not because you were just waiting to meet me.
Brown for 3, good. Oh boy, 20-point game, my friends.
Asia, yeah, we watch a lot of movies.
Bad movies.
We watch a lot of bad movies.
Bad movies.
Occasionally, we watch a good movie.
We watch
a lot of bad movies.
I recently, as recently as yesterday, Sohan for 3, airball. Oh my god. White on the fast break, and this is turning into what we thought it would. What did we? Oh, I tried to show, introduce her to the Deadliest Warrior. Do you guys remember the old Spike?
Hard no.
The old Spike TV show. We're in a timeout. She wasn't thinking that one.
Nope, that was a hard no.
Spur of the moment. Our I mean, pass the ball to Wemby, yes, but we just don't have any defense. We're down 22, and this. I mean, we're playing the. Do you guys say the Celtics have the best record in the NBA? It's not surprising. It's. I was hoping that we could keep this competitive, maybe even sneak out a win. Like maybe the team would overlook us. They're not overlooking us. Our guys can't score. At least play defense. And Toby, if they're not scoring, I mean this is why the team falls behind by so much. Our defense is not good, and if we're not scoring, now all of a sudden we're getting just points dropped on us left and right. Wemby or LeBron? Gouffron, at this point in their career, I'm going to take Wemby. LeBron, you can't build a young team around LeBron at this point. LeBron is going to be on teams that are built to win now, i.e. the Lakers. So if you're the Lakers, you would take LeBron probably over Wemby at this very moment. But, well, I don't know. Maybe they would have Anthony Davis and Wemby. Yeah, I think
I take Wemby all day.
Unless you're trying to win a championship right now, but I don't even know. The Lakers have not been good lately, have they? Since they won the in-season tournament, I mean, maybe they have championship hangover. Yep, Sohan Aerol. If I connect TSRB to Rumble, all right. Oh, Rumble, okay. Which state do we recommend you to move into?
That's so dependent on what you're looking for.
I mean, you're in Puerto Rico, so Florida would be the easiest. I know you're not a fan of Florida, but that would be the easiest step into the United States. She's right. Really, where can you get a job? Would probably be a big one.
And what kind of atmosphere you're looking for?
What kind of weather?
Yeah.
Weather's very important. I mean, I don't like the weather in New England at all.
I'm a New England girl.
Yeah. The Raptors embarrassed themselves yesterday, lost to Detroit. Yeah, they did, Kyle. Yes, they did. I have not been to a Spurs game in New York.
I bet you it's even more expensive than going to Boston.
Yeah, it might be. Third quarter, yes. Well, big announcement. Me and my wife have made official after 14 years together. We are getting... Oh.
Congratulations.
Wait. I'm confused by that sentence. Well, big announcement. Me and my wife have made it official after 14 years. We are getting married early 2025. So... is she your wife already or not? I'm confused. Is it a common law thing? I'm not trolling. I'm confused by that sentence. You and your wife are officially getting married. If she's your wife, aren't you already married? What am I missing here in that sentence? Am I reading that wrong, Miss TSR? Oh, they were showing the tone here.
His future wife.
Future wife. Okay, I'm just... our guy should be on an NCAA rosters or G League. No, we would be in an NCAA team.
You absolutely.
They absolutely would. They would have no... The size would be a problem. Because while a lot of college teams have one or two guys, they don't, the whole roster is not NBA-sized players. I'm sure it's not. It is Celtics ball. Horford for 3. No good. And Derek White gets in there and gets the rebound because we can't rebound. Common law. I called it. Common law. I called it. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Cafe Crime, hello from France. I called it. Look at me. All right, some states still do have that. It's usually, what, 7 years?
It depends on the state. It can be...
Brandon for 3.
It can vary widely.
Boston is very good. Yep, I saw that. Getting married in 2025, Asia. Jaylen Brown going to drive baseline, takes us in the rim, and throws it down. Easily gets by Jeremy Sohan, and we're getting steamrolled right now. Well, if we can get to 100 thumbs up, my friends, I greatly appreciate it because, well, if I sell it to 3, would appreciate any thumbs up you can throw towards the channel. We're probably going to have a small crowd tonight. The Spurs are getting destroyed. It's New Year's Eve, but we wanted to hang out and maybe see the Spurs play well. But Tandem for 3, nope. Thumbs up. Wemby on the fast break throws it down, looking at Derek and just put it up over his head. And Derek,
that look he gave him was right.
Yes, it was.
I would love to see a still frame of that.
Dunk of Justice.
Wapbank Doodle, good evening. I was shocked at the trade, Kyle. That jumper's no good at Spurs. Well, how can we get rid of most of the players? Would say get rid of most of our players? I don't know. But Wapbank, good evening. Shaq says we suck.
Shaq. Shaq to the floor for wrestling. Just give me some to the Spurs because they suck. No, Shaq to the floor. Give me a donut.
Actually, that's Charles that likes the donuts. Charles likes the Krispy Kremes. Oh, I love Krispy Kremes.
Oh, they're going to replay it.
That look he gave.
That look was fantastic.
Because Derek is over a foot shorter.
Stride.
His knee was as high as Derek White's head when he jumped.
Goodness.
Jerry, good evening to you.
Oh, that was great.
Yes, James. I'm going to tell the crowd not to boo any second now.
Jared, hi. Happy New Year, Jared.
79-60 free throw. Celtics at the line for 2 free throws, by the way. It's Jaylen Brown. Eagles, Niners, Ravens over KC. Eagles, Niners, Ravens. I don't trust the Eagles right now. I don't trust the Eagles at all. They've lost 3 of their last 4 and barely beat our Giants, who Jared really choked away game today. Missed free throws. Porzingis with the tip in. Just the tip. Oh, my clock's not running. This is a frustrating game. This is a frustrating season. I hate seeing our guys down like this. Regularly. Wemby, a nice bounce pass to Brandon. Brandon in the paint. Little jumper, good. Wemby's getting some assists tonight. I just don't know why he can't get a board or a block at all. I don't know if he has a rebound yet. Brown for 3. Oh, we're down by 26. Yes, the Eagles have only beat the Giants in the last few games. They are not good. Spurs ball, 22 points. Oh, wait. I think that scores. I got the score back. I put some buckets on the wrong side. Champagne for 3. He sucks. My apologies. We're down 22. I gave a bucket to the Celtics when it should have been the Spurs at some point. Horford pull-up jumper. Well, now they have 86. Victor's 3-point bounce line is looking much better. Brandon for 3. Cling clang, no good. Oh, Victor flies in and angry throws down.
Dunk of Justice.
Wemby is feeling feisty.
I think he's mad about sitting that last game.
Mad about sitting a lot in this game, mad about losing. He's just mad.
Well,
He's taking it out on the rim.
I'll get mad then.
It should. Porzingis in the paint.
Angry.
Porzingis pull-up jumper, no good. Champagne with the rebound. Wemby is carrying Coach Shima. Turnover by the Spurs. Derek White's going to fly in, and he throws it down hard on his old team. I don't know, honestly. OGR, the Super Bowl is so hard to predict. I mean, I thought the Eagles were really good, and now they've looked terrible recently. The 49ers were really good, then they lost, and then they were good. Wemby for 3. It is no good. Could we see another 49ers Ravens Super Bowl? A rematch of years past when it was it Flacco against what's his name? Kaepernick. Could we see that Super Bowl again? Porzingis would have dunked in the paint. The Dolphins have looked good. Oh, did Dolphins get killed this weekend? Spurs turn the ball over. Fast break for the Celtics, and there's another huge dunk. Oh boy, we're getting clowned now. We're getting clowned. XD Gamer, good evening. If the Eagles get a first-round exit, I'm laughing. They very well could. Victor with the jumper, no good, and we're going to have a late whistle and a foul. The Cowboys? No, don't say let's go Cowboys. Oh, no. Wemby is a world away from his teammates. You mean like in ability? Some of them, maybe.
Probably jump over.
You probably could jump over half of them.
I would love to see that.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Oh, that would be fun.
Wemby's at the line for 292-64. Spurs getting rocked on New Year's Eve. Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you for stopping in. It's tough to watch our guys, but you know what?
Thanks for spending your New Year's Eve with us.
Sorry, not tough to watch our guys. Tough to watch our guys lose. Jarling, what do you mean? What? Feel better? I'm rooting for the Lions. That Lions and Browns would be interesting, but I'm sure the NFL is rooting hard against that because it would not be a huge ratings draw. We have one point guard, Gio. Trade the purest point guard on the team. Devontae Graham, I think, is more of a combo guard, shooting guard, point guard. The way he launches threes. Oof, Devin with a bad foul. Brown's going to go to the line for 2. Blake, probably borderline pure point guard. He's played well in limited action lately. Well, Happy New Year to you, Jorling. Spurring moment, that's all we can do. Despite us losing, I'm just enjoying Wemby. That's where I'm at.
He's been fun to watch this game.
Keldon has been good off the bench. He's out tonight, but he's overall been pretty solid off the bench. I think he's going to thrive in that role. Hopefully thrive. We got 200 thumbs up, my friend. Thank you very much for that. That's probably where we'll more than likely stay. It's New Year's. It's New Year's. I'm stuck watching the Celtics broadcasters. Man, they're annoying.
Ooh.
Am I to watch a Super Bowl at Miss TSR? She actually might meet a bunch of my friends.
Yeah.
Trey drives in the paint, gets a layup. One of my friends usually hosts a Super Bowl party, and I think she's, I'm sure she'll be welcome.
Yeah, I'm down.
We got a Dominic Barlow sighting. Unknown player to the same. No, it has his name up on there. It says D. Barlow.
I know, but that was so funny when it happened.
Porzingis in the paint, muscles it up over Barlow. And I will say, I like Dominic, but last time he played, he looked like a fish out of water. He looked lost. Devin's going to drive in the paint. Layup is no good. Giants, Yankees, and Spurs all winning the 2024. Carlos, that would be amazing. That's all 3 of my teams. Porzingis for 3, no good. Ron Duffney, good evening to you. Has Wemby taking 7 threes tonight? Jetty Osman in the paint passes it out to Brandon. Brandon's going to spin around and miss the shot. All right. Vassell with the loose ball pickup. Follow-up shot.
Nice.
Good. Yes, amazing. I mean, I don't want to say he's taking a step back. He's taking a step more sideways. His production is similar to last year's. And if you're expecting to get better, then in that respect, it would be a step back. Brown drives in the paint, misses the shot over Barlow. 96-70. 3 minutes to go. Brandon with the ball right now. Corner 3 is no good. Game in 2024, Carlos. I'm sure we'll go to another UConn game.
Uh-huh.
She wants to take me to a WNBA game so I can make fun of it relentlessly.
Love you, babe.
I'm going to be the guy that every time I learn a fast break, yelling, dunk the ball! I actually did that during the UConn game today. I didn't yell it, but I don't know if you heard me.
I did hear you.
They had a fast break. I'm like, dunk the ball! Ah. They do have players that can dunk, but it's...
So, Asia, I'm coming to City Fields, but I'm coming for a Spartan race.
Barlow in the paint.
I'll
He's going to get
probably
fouled.
drive into that. I don't think that's what you mean, but I'll probably drive into that.
She has been trying to get me to City Field. Happy New Year, Odyssey. Thank you for stopping in. Tough Spurs game. Who do we have later this week? Can you look it up? Can you check the ESPN schedule?
Yeah,
Is it in your favorites? Oh, that is it. Yeah.
January 2nd, which is Tuesday, we're at Memphis.
Got the Grizzlies. Okay.
Thursday, January 4th versus Milwaukee.
Bucks again.
And Sunday, January 7th is at Cleveland.
Oh, they don't play Friday or Saturday? Barlow missed the first free throw. Blake Wesley checking in, my man.
Oh, wait, so we have the weekend?
Yeah. Why? This big smile just got on her face. They said that Spurs don't play Friday or Saturday. What I should do Friday night is if Jeff, Brian, Tim are free. I haven't been to game night in a few months.
Okay,
I should do that. I think I haven't been since September. I really should make it.
You should definitely.
Which means I probably won't do Merit on Saturday morning if I'm out till midnight. Which I'm fine with. Tatum for 3. Oh my goodness. We're down by 28. Yes, Asia does work at Citi Field.
Asia, do you work the other events or just the games?
Yes, we're gonna be there for the Spartan race.
For the Spartan race, will you be there for that?
I know she works the New York Mets games, but I don't know if she works the non-sports stuff. Osmond flies around in the paint, gets rejected. Trey Jones gets a loose ball, 2 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to throw it over to Blake, and that's going to be a shot clock violation.
Asia, June 22nd is the Spartan race at Citi Field.
Kokoshiwa, last time I checked, Wemby had 0 boards. Which is crazy if he still had 0. I don't even know what to say to that. You're 7-4. How do you get 0 boards? Like that seems. Tatum gets in the paint, layup, and we're down by 30. Well, the third quarter is being the third quarter to us. McDermott for 3. Boink, no good. What was that pose after the shot? You see that? Spurs can be good if they play like they did on Thursday in the first quarter when we're up by 28. Doug McBuckets has -2 fanny points on ESPN. You know how hard it's to be negative in fantasy?
Hey, Asia, we'll have to talk about that when we get closer.
Okay. Spurs make it so hard for us to like them. Not like them, in my opinion, makes it hard for us to watch them. Wow, the Lakers are now 14 to the Pelicans. The Lakers, if they lose, are going to be 500. Wow, they have really slipped since the in-season tournament. Did they put everything they had into that winning the in-season tournament, and now they feel like...
Well, now they have the banner.
They have a championship banner, that's true. So, who's been the best player for our team? Offensively, Wemby. Defensively, nobody. Fast break for the Spurs. Barlow drives in the paint. He gets blocked by the rim. You jerk. Now a turnover for the Celtics. Barlow pull up in the paint, misses that one. He can't make a shot. He can't make a shot. He was so awesome in Summer League and preseason. Now he just can't hit anything. Porzingis gets grabbed, throws up the ball as he gets grabbed just for ha-has, and it goes in. Is that going to be an N1? Is that an N1? I got one too many buckets on here. I'm getting sloppy with my scoring, but I'm just so frustrated.
He gave him a hug.
He gave him a hug. I think he's just getting 2 free throws.
I think he's just laughing because it was funny.
Yeah. Wemby has 4 rebounds. Oh, okay. I remember I started watching this channel during the COVID during my bar exam studies, and it has been such an honor to see your channel grow and see your commitment to the Spurs. Thank you, Caps Lock. I appreciate that. Once the Spurs get good, which ain't going to be till at least next season, this channel will really start growing. I know it will. When teams are bad, I've seen it with other YouTubers, your channel grows slowly. But when the team gets good, it starts bringing a lot of eyeballs in, and the Spurs will be there at some point, just not right now. Barlow drives in the paint, passes Wesley. Wesley out to Osmond. Osmond for 3.
That was some nice.
That's good ball movement.
Play. That looked good.
It wasn't like good ball movement. And Pritchard's going to take a shot at the buzzer, and he drains the deuce. And it's 105-76. What is up with my score? I keep missing these buckets. I think my buttons are stick. Oh, good evening. I thought the Giants were going to win. Me too.
Oh.
Penalty Cuba. I mean, we're in garbage time, so Pop is playing. He's playing our backups. Apples and bananas. Good evening. I bought some bananas today. Yesterday. I even peeled my banana right in front of Miss TSR.
True.
I did. And then I ate it.
Mm-hmm. You did get around to eating it, yes.
I did. Because bananas are good for you.
They are.
They really are. A lot of potassium.
Oh, William, thank you.
Thank you. Osmo was a good pickup. Miss TSR Rich is the most beloved person we have on his influence. We want them to feel confident from whatever they need will be needed there for both of them. I didn't see the end of that Cowboys game. I actually forgot they were playing Saturday night against the Lions. I didn't see that, but it sounds like I need to watch that. I know my man, the coach plays, does a lot of videos on NFL stuff. I'm going to have to check and see if he did a recap of that. The Charlotte Hornets have lost 10 games in a row, and the Spurs play the Hornets 2 times in January. And we have their lottery pick. It's not going to be a lottery pick. It's top 14 protected.
Common Sense Health, thanks for the thumbs up.
Appreciate it. I did say we'll either win tonight or lose by 46.
That was your prediction.
Well, right now we're down by 29.
Well,
That Cardinals, yes. I mean, I'm very curious what's going to happen with the Eagles and Cowboys. As a Giants fan, I should follow them a little bit more because if they lose, I should talk some smack on the channel. Friendly smack, but I should troll in a way because it would help bring some eyeballs in. Might bring some Cowboys fans in that are also Spurs fans, maybe some Eagles fans, and more importantly, some Giants fans because that's where I would like to grow. There's a lot of room for growth there, but I feel like making some content during the playoffs, getting those little video clips of the game endings are good for shorts, and just slowly grow that community. And it's been fun doing Giants content again, and it doesn't take long. I'm just doing shorts.
And you really enjoy it.
I didn't enjoy it that much today.
Well, that was miserable to watch.
Brown, Porzingis, and Tanner will sit out the fourth quarter probably. Cardinals beat the Eagles and the Cowboys? No, the Cardinals in the NFL. Carlos. But that's a good guess. The St. Louis Cardinals. Wemby with 21, Vassell with 16, Brandon with 11, Tatum with 25, Brown with 24, White with 17. Look, what is Coyote wearing?
Lord, why are
Oh, he's wearing the ball.
up in these awful outfits?
Coyote's wearing the New Year's Eve ball.
That
Oh
was
my.
infinitely better than the baby outfit.
It was. So Wemby is actually playing. I'm having all problems with my scoreboard and clock. Wemby for 3, way off. No good. Wow, Atlanta's 13 and 19. They suck this year. Can you imagine if Atlanta's a lottery team when we get their picks in a few years? And they're all top 10 picks if they're just really bad? Lakers down by 14 with a minute 19 to go for anybody that's keeping track. Pritchard drives the paint, gets the layup for 2, 107-76. Spurs down by 31. Okay, Carlos, I don't know. You don't follow football much. You could have thought there was a St. Louis Cardinals football team. Trey Jones for 3. That's the key to getting back in this game. I mean, we're down by 1 million. We're not getting back in this game. But I'll be here till the end. Please cut Doug, trade Sohan. Wildstar Bass. 31-point game. Yes, City Sissoko should be playing any minute. I'm shocked Devin and Wemby are in there.
With his incredibly horrible shoes.
Who's horrible shoes?
Yeah,
Oh, City Sissoko is wearing some.
non-lime green horrible things.
Sam Hauser for 3. 34-point game.
See,
Like-
there they are in the shot.
Oh my God, you can see him on the
glow in
sideline.
dark.
City Sissoko's shoes are. Why is Trey Jones launching threes now?
Because why not? What didn't even matter?
A drive and a bucket and one for O'Shea Brissett. And we're getting clowned. We're down by 36 at home. No, Drew's not. But we don't have Cullen Johnson, easy. And everybody knows you're much stronger with a Johnson. And we got a big Johnson. We got a 6'5", 210-pound Johnson we're missing. Nobody wants that Johnson coming at them in the lane. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Are you thinking about our missing Johnson? Because I think we'd be playing better. Remember I showed you Johnson earlier and how like ripped he looked? You're like that's one ripped Johnson. This was Johnson from a few years ago when Johnson was more veiny. Wemby should be playing. Stop aiming. At this point, though, the game doesn't matter. Vassell for 3.
William, you can't see my face, and it's probably a good thing.
Dead sounds from TSR. I don't know why she'd be. I mean, every time she turns around, she sees my Johnson. It's right there, right behind me.
So the guy who did the crotch shot earlier.
I did give you guys a crotch shot. 114.79. I'm loosely calling the game now, guys. We're getting blown out. I mean, now it's just a hangout until the game's over. Wemby gets fouled.
What was that, Mr. Vassell?
Spurs needs new style. Sarvas, a lot of Spurs fans are saying that they want to see a new coach. Damn it. Yes, Carlos. The Lakers, if they lose tonight, are going to be 500. You said they haven't been playing well lately. I didn't realize it's been that bad, and it's right around the in-season tournament, isn't it? Jones for 3 again. Why is Trey Jones launching 3 after 3? Yep, Justin, bringing in the year with a blowout.
Like mercy rule?
There's no mercy rule. Mercy is for the weak. In the NBA, you did not train to be merciful. Asia, are you talking to me or Miss TSR? Easy, we have their first round pick for next year. It's top 6 protected. Jones for 3. What is happening?
Are we just practicing now?
Yeah, are we? I don't know what to say. Maybe there's a long 2 in that previous shot, but Trey Jones is taking long shots and they're not going in. Hauser for 3, no good. Wemby with the rebound. First time Zion's going to get a win against LeBron? No kidding. Vassell into the paint. He gets all sorts of fouled. And one, though. He made the shot. Falling down, throws it up and in. Miss TSR, okay. Trey trying to live to his first name. Fair.
Maybe at some point, Asia, I'm not ready to be on camera.
By the time the Yankees play the Red Sox, it'll be May at the earliest. That's a lot of time.
We'll see.
Or we'll just do the Yankees Red Sox, and I'll be here with whoever. And she'll be down there on the floor for 6 hours. Because it's a baseball game.
Well, somebody has to watch the dog.
That's true. Vassell out the line for 1. Good. Can we at least make it respectable and get it to, I don't know, 12? They did trade him, MEZ. They did. Toby, I don't know why Trey Jones is launching 3s. Kokushiba, what happened? The third quarter happened. It's the Spurs.
I mean, to be fair, the second quarter wasn't super.
No, it wasn't. Sam Hauser gets in the paint and blows by our defense and throws down a dunk. Oliver with the super chat. Thank you for the $5. It says, keep it up. I'm trying, my friend. I appreciate your support of the channel. It's been tough watching our Spurs lose and getting blown out in games like this. But I'm here almost every night. I wasn't here Friday night, admittedly, but took the night off. I could not do the 10 o'clock back-to-back. I just didn't have it in me. Only one more time this year that happens where the Spurs have a back-to-back 10 o'clock game. I'm going to take the Kings game off and call the Lakers the next night, and then that's it. I should be good for the rest of the year, which means we'll call 79 games this season, which would be a record for us on the channel. Plus the Summer League, plus the preseason would put us well over 90. Well over 90. Yankees are going to smoke the Red Sox this season. William, you're a smart man. Could be only Wemby's second game with 0 blocks. That's right, he does have 0 blocks. That 3 is good. Oh, man.
I don't think he's going to tie that record.
He's got one more game.
5 blocks.
He's got one more game. I think we're going to be seeing the Spurs already starting to empty the bench. It's going to get into full. It's going to be the Austin Spurs versus the Celtics here in a moment. Whatever. I don't know the Celtics.
He's taking his pants off.
City Sissoko's taking his pants off.
We're going to all have to stare at the shoes.
City Sissoko's wearing some very, very, very green shoes tonight. It's awful.
They're neon lime green. They could probably be seen from outer space.
Brian made a good point. Compared to the Pistons, this team gets blown out way more. He's right.
Oh, that's a great point.
We do get blown out more than the Pistons. They have a worse record, but we are far more non-competitive in games than they are. San Antonio getting doo-dooed on. Don't get Miss TSR mad. Oh, that's right. You're a Red Sox fan. And so is he, though, so he can say that. Can't wait to get the #1 pick back-to-back years. Tankathon 2.0. The struggle's real.
The struggle is real.
I'm not going to lie. Going to this season, I was like, man.
Oh, you were so excited.
We got Wemby. I was like, the live streams were probably going to be getting like 15 to 20,000 views a stream. The channel's going to grow. The Spurs are going to be fun to watch. It's going to be... None of that has happened.
You know, a lot more wins this year.
Yeah. I predicted 38 wins. 38 wins was my prediction.
So excited going into the season.
Yeah, they've this has not been the season I thought it would be. But you know what? It's okay. If we have to wait a year until all that happens, the Spurs start winning and people start noticing the teamwork, it's funny. So many people are doing Spurs content in the start of the year. And now it's not. There's me and a couple other Spurs content creators, but it's definitely less. They'll still acknowledge when Wemby has a big game, but otherwise the team is getting no love like they were at the start of the season. Rebuild takes years, not mentioning it. Yes, Alec.
Oh, OGR Sports is a Red Sox
Yes,
fan
Dan.
too.
Yes, OGR.
Well, Bobby, and I will just gang up on you. It'll be fine.
That's not the kind of gang up I want. We need to blow this team up. This team can't be Portland's B team. It was Portland's B team. Pistons have better players than the Spurs, but the Pistons have a worse record. They have actually some good players. They just can't put it together. Wembin's... I couldn't even read that, Carlos. You just took it away. I didn't know what that said. Relax, season just started. You guys are... The season just started? What planet are you on? This is game 32. That's not the season just started. If we were still 10 games or less, I still would agree the season just started. We're 32 games in and not far removed from an 18-game winning streak.
Oh, dear. Look, there he is. There's Wemby with the ball. Oh.
Wemby with the ball.
Yeah, Wemby dances.
That's Coyote. You okay?
Yes, I'm tired. That Coyote may be doing a better dance than our Coyote.
Don't you dare.
I don't know. I have to see to judge.
Our Coyote has a great moves. Look at the way he moves. It's almost unnatural the way he's able to move.
I gotta tell you, I'm tempted to sew him one of those costumes now. Oh, with the flip.
And showboating in the camera. Devontae Graham sighting. He's going to pull up for a jumper at Toll Brick City. I looked at him like, who is that? Oh, yeah, it's Devontae Graham.
You frequently forget he's on the team.
Because he never plays. Wemby tired. Yes, definitely Wemby tired. And Alex, the Pistons have been rebuilding for up teen years. They just can't get it right. Graham will drive in the paint, throws it up and in, and he's going to go to the line for one. Devontae Graham, by the way, is making $12+ million to sit on the bench and barely play. Okay. It's really early, but do you really think the team's going to turn it around the way they've been playing? We're 5-20, going to be 5-27. I'm very optimistic on this channel, but at some point you got to get realistic. It's just not coming together, and I'm really worried they're going to. This will be the worst Spurs team of all time, and I don't want that label attached to these guys, and it probably will be. That's probably my more frustration more than anything is I feel for the team. Kellen's only seen losing seasons. Devin only seen it. Trey's only seen that. And Victor's not used to this type of losing.
Wemby was so happy when they got that win.
Yes.
That shot of him with the crowd. That was amazing.
Jim Cornette with the dunk. That's the miss for the Spurs. City Sissoko's bright green lima bean shoes. Or they're not even lima bean. That's way lighter than lima bean. They're neon highlighter. Green.
See them from space.
Yeah, that three-pointer's a good. Sissoko with the rebound. I'm going to start to not know some of these Celtics players. Dominic Barrow with the ball right now. Out to Mamu. 12 on the shot clock. 6 minutes to go. Spurs down by 36. Mamu, a little jumper in the paint is good.
Caps off. The Spurs play in Boston on January 17th. That's the closest they'll be to where we are.
Will the Spurs go closer? Oh, yes, Boston.
Yeah, that's the closest to us.
If we win 32 out of 50, we'll be okay. I would love to see it. I'm not putting any money on that. That three-pointer is no good. I don't know what needs to change. You know what would help the team win some games?
New coach.
New coach? Well, maybe. Start a point guard.
Oh.
Turnover to the Celtics. Alley-oop to Barlow. And
Ooh, that was nice.
alley-oop layup is made. Francisco it is, but Happy New Year, too. Jim Cornette could score on this team. Celtics ball. Spurs have cut the lead to 32. We're going to have a foul and 2 free throws coming up for Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard going to line.
Carlos, I do have a great guy in Asia. I don't mind at all. I do exactly the same thing. I think she's gorgeous.
Miss Hirsch, you don't mind Rich Babe Googling over Santa Gomez?
Not one bit.
When you're ready, come and get it.
Yeah, it's not the whole HEB commercial.
No. You still need to watch those.
No, Tano, I understand where you're coming from. We got beat by the Blazers B team. And we've been beaten by most teams. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's not likely. And if anybody really thinks the Spurs are going to magically just become a playoff team overnight, Barlow with a thunder dunk, it's not realistic at this point.
No.
I do think they can get better and start winning some games. I just don't know when. It might not be this year.
Thunder Dunk of Justice.
I think people have their expectations a little too high, and I was part of them. We've been spoiled with David Robinson, immediately turning the franchise from a 20-something win team to a 50-something win team. Same thing happened when Tim Duncan came here, which people forget. David Robinson came back from injury when Duncan came here. Wemby's not coming to a team that has vets like Terry Cummings or a vet like David Robinson. Wemby is coming to a young team. Our vets are Doug McDermott and Chetty Osman. No disrespect to them, but yeah. That being said, I think the team will be fun to watch still at times, not like games like this. They'll sneak a win or two in here once in a while. Like that when we play the Phoenix Suns, we own the Phoenix Suns. Mamu for 3, that's an air ball. And we have a plethora of draft picks to draft over the next few years, so it's not going to happen overnight. But this team is going to get good, and the NBA is not going to be ready for it when it happens. Phil, I just want to start a point guard, period. I don't understand the not start a point guard
At all.
at all season. You guys that have been here long enough know I'm not the biggest Trey Jones fan, and I don't believe the franchise point guard of the future. But he is the best point guard we have now. And in the NBA or any sport, you usually put the best players you have at any position to win. And we're starting Malachi Branham, essentially. I guess he's sharing point duties maybe with Devin. I don't know what we're doing. I like Kellen off the bench, but I really thought with Kellen going to the bench, that meant Trey Jones would start. I mean, at this point, I'd be happy with seeing Blake Wesley start just to see what he's got for a couple games and actually running
I think that's a bad idea.
Isn't this an experiment year? We keep hearing this is an experiment year. Well, then let's actually experiment a little bit. You've tried Branham out there for a while. It's not working. You tried Jeremy Sohan as a point guard. It didn't work. Let's start Blake. He's looked good in limited action here and there. He's not shooting the ball much, but he's getting some assists and limiting his turnovers. Mamu drives in the paint, gets rejected. Back to Mamu in the paint again. And it's a shot clock violation for the Spurs. I think we had a lot more closer games last year. Sandra, I have to look. We are getting blown out a lot, it feels like, this year.
Yeah, it does.
Like a lot of games north of 20, north of 30. The game against Portland on Friday night, sure, we only lost by 6, but we closed it at the end. We never felt like we were really in it for most of the game. City Sosco bringing it up for the Spurs after the Celtics miss, and I don't know who most of these Celtics players are. Devontae Graham for 3. Hey, Devontae Graham earning his paycheck. We need Jesus. I mean, he could probably shoot to Jay. He is, Pat. Francisco, it has been every third quarter. They've been very consistent this year. That three is no good, and the Celtics get the loose ball. 3.5 minutes to go, 31-point game. Both teams in the bonus. I don't know who this dude is with the ball, but he just got an and one. Headman guy with the bucket and one. Oh, it's Niemus Q. That means I actually we have the worst point differential in the NBA, don't we? I think we do.
I think you do.
AJ, you wouldn't go to a game like a Spurs game? Would you stay away from the Spurs, or are you talking about something else? Were you gonna say something?
That might be an interesting topic for a video. The point differential.
Are we the worst? I mean, I guess I would label the video, are we the worst team in the NBA? Because record-wise, we're not. But it feels like we're the least competitive at times. And I don't understand why the third quarter.
Well, I mean, somebody else figured it out. It's the other teams make adjustments, and
we don't.
And we don't.
Wesley into the paint, launches it out. 3-point attempt by Barlow is good. That's his first NBA three. Hey, Dominic Barlow, his first NBA three.
Go undrawn player.
Melatonin, that's a good way to look at it. That's fair. My takes will be remembered for better or for worse. I like that. That's good. Look, we'll all agree sometimes, or we'll all disagree on what's best for our Spurs, what will happen for the Spurs, but in the end, we're all Spurs fans, and we want what's best for the team. And I got to think even if the most optimistic fan has to be a little frustrated how the season's going. I mean, if you told me 30 games in, we'd only have 5 wins, I'd be like, no way. I wonder how we were last year at this time. Joe Raina, good evening. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
Spurs down by a lot, but we'll I decided it stayed in the end at this point. I mean, it's the worst that could happen. Detroit should have ended. Yes, I mean, Detroit played Boston very hard, lost in OT, should have probably won. I want to see if I go to ESPN if I can change the year to last year. Yes, I can. All right, so we have 5 wins now in about, 30? We got our 5th win on December 28th. I guess I'll just do it by date. 5th win, December 28th. Last year we started 5-2. So we got our 5th one on October 30th. We got one win in November. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins in December. So actually at this point last year we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops, wait. 5, 6, 9, 12. We had 12 wins going into the new year last year. And that team only won 22 games. We're going to have 5 wins going into the new year.
It's rough. It's a rough.
Yeah. I mean, last year's team got worse, and they had a 16-game losing streak between January 20th and February 25th.
Well, we've already topped that. So.
Yeah, we have topped that this year. But think about that. The team, my friends, as bad as it was last year, had 12 wins going into the All-Star, into the next new year. And we actually have less than half that. I didn't realize it was that bad. I'm a little... Odyssey, what are you doing? Your New Year's resolution should be to come visit sometime here at San Antonio. We can go to a cool restaurant. Master Enan, Happy New Year to you. I've already got likely 2 vacations planned next year. I'm going to North Carolina with Miss TSR. I actually vacation for her birthday. We're going to go to Asheville and hang out and go to a couple Spartan races and do a whole bunch of stuff in there at Asheville. And then my other trip might be to Vegas to see UFC 300. If I do both of those, probably not coming to Texas next year. One, I might not have enough vacation time. That stuff's going to start getting expensive. Spurs will have 8 losses by 20 or more. Oh, Gio, with drops and stats. Spurs have 8 losses by 20 or more, while the Pistons have 6 losses by 20 or more.
Ooh.
Sandra, the Spurs did trade 2 vets last year. We got rid of Jakob Poeltl and Josh Richardson. We added City Sissoko and, of course, Victor Wembanyama. That being said, I thought we had an injured Devin Vassell most of last year. He only played 36 games, so I thought with a healthy Vassell, Keldon with another year in the system, Devin with another year in the system, Trey with another year in the system, I really thought, even though we lost those 2 veterans, those are the 2 big players left. Blake Wesley's at the line for 2. Makes the first one. I thought with the players being in the system for one more year, 1 year of experience, a healthy Devin, an additional Wemby, I thought we'd at least be on par with last year. Misses the second free throw. Blake does suck at free throw shooting so far this year. Good resolution. Try not to break the Pistons record. Ooh.
That's a good resolution.
Carl, sound good. I should be out my. It wouldn't be sports though. Actually, it would be if we put the Spartan stuff up here.
Sports.
Okay, so that's stuff we could put up. I don't want to put anything up on this channel that's not sports, but anything sports related, I'm fine with putting up. You might say TSR music is not sports related, but they are sports songs, so they are. Blake Wesley, what a turnover in the paint. 2 minutes remaining. And now turnover by the Celtics. Man, Sissoko's shoes are ugly.
God, they're so bad.
Blake for 3.
I'm really
Nope.
looking forward to this next song you're going to be putting out.
We should have kept Pirtle. I mean, his contract was expiring, I believe. That's why we let him go. Did he resign for Toronto with $19.5 million a year? 132.98. Blake Wesley out to Mamu for 3. Nope. Long rebound falls in the hands of Blake Wesley. He's going to launch a 3. Nope. Doxy, welcome back. Good evening. No way that the Spurs will not. The Spurs will not break that Detroit Pistons 28-game losing streak. I just don't think we're that bad. Of course, neither are the Pistons. That's a miss for the Celtics. Mama brings it up for the Spurs, drops it off to Devontae Graham. Graham with a quick pull-up 3. Ooh, nice. Honestly, we'll not get anywhere without a point guard, and for Pop to stop giving speeches, start coaching, and bring in someone who can motivate and push these guys to bring out the best consistently. The non-point guard thing, I think, is going to hurt us. Although, we're not starting a point guard, and we're having leads in the first quarter, second quarter, and first half. It's the third quarter that we just collapse. Wesley gets loose on the other end, misses the layup, and Blake Wesley looking a little bit like the Blake Wesley I'm used to, missing shots and missing layups. Brian, my girlfriend told me about Conor McGregor coming back. June, is it?
Yep.
Honestly, I don't really think much of it. He's going to still be a draw for the UFC. The dude hasn't won an MMA match. He's had one win, since beating Eddie Alvarez at UFC whatever in 2016 in November. I don't know the number. Since becoming the champion that night, the champ, he's only beat Donald Cerrone. Sissoko for 3. Nope. Barlow with the rebound. Barlow will get it out to Mamu. Mamu's going to take a 3. Nope. And the Celtics now will run out the clock. So we're going to lose 134 to 101. We didn't lose by 46, but we did lose by 33. 49ers got the number 1 seed now. I was against a stupid point guard experiment from the beginning. MEZ, I get why they did it. But man, it really went much worse than I anticipated. Much worse. And it seems to have really messed up Jeremy Sohan a little bit. Spurs and Lakers losing the day. Yes, Carlos, the last day of the Spurs and Lakers and Giants. Let's get the end of the game stats. You are heading out. Please hit the thumbs up on the way out. It does still up the channel. Fast, fun, free, nutritious, and delicious.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
This game started at 7. This was a quick game. It's only 7. It's only 2 hours and 8 minutes.
There weren't a lot of fouls called.
No, I guess not. Anytime these streams are under 2 hours and 15 minutes, it's a short game. We got outscored 40 to 23 in the third, continuing the nightmare.
Whoa.
The Spurs dropped to 5 and 27. For the Celtics, Tatum 25, Horford 7, Porzingis with 14, Derek White, our old teammate, with 17, Brown with 24 off the bench. Looks like just about everybody played. Stevens 2, Hauser 11, Brissett 4, Cornette 12, Q with 5, Pritchard with 9, Micah Lukalaki with 0, Banton with 4. I butchered that guy's name. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it. For the Spurs, Champagny played 19 minutes and scored 0, and he's starting. Why is this dude still starting? I don't get it. Sohan with 9 had a rough day from the field for 11. He did have 5 assists, though, and 1 turnover, so that's nice. Wemby had 21 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Did get a block shot. He got a block. Had a decent game. At 24 minutes, he had 21 points. Devin Vassell was pretty solid tonight, 22 points. Malachi Branham with 11 off the bench. Everybody played for the Spurs as well, except for Kelvin and Collins as they were out. Mamu with 7, Barlow with 8, hit his first NBA three-pointer tonight, so congratulations. McDermott was useless, 0 points in 16 minutes, and he's a turnstile on defense, so he gave us nothing. Osman with 5, Graham with... Devontae Graham actually is pretty good. 9 points in 8 minutes. He's probably not going to play again for a long time, because that is what it is. Trey Jones with 8. Blake Wesley, while he couldn't shoot for you-know-what, 0 for 3 from the field and 0 for 2 from the arc, in 17 minutes, he did have 6 assists, so that's something to build on, but only 1 point, 1 turnover. And then Sissoko played in 8 minutes, had 3 rebounds, and was 0 for 2 from the field. He, offensively, he's got a lot of work to do on his game, I think, before he becomes a regular in the Spurs lineup. I'll be back Tuesday. This is a tough loss, but if we're being honest, Spurs fans, we kind of expected it. This is, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys said it's the best team in the NBA. I'll actually pull up the standings now, but I think the Celtics are number 1. And that would have taken the best game from us and the worst game from them. Like, just everybody's off, missing their shots. Celtics are 26-6. They are the best team in the NBA, not just the Eastern Conference. As far as the Spurs, we are second worst. We're not that far behind the Wizards. The Wizards are 6-26. We're 5-27. And they're the Pistons, who are on a 1-game winning streak at 3-29. And I'll close with this. For those of you that thought we're getting the Hornets lottery pick this year, they're 7-23, lost 10 in a row, 4th worst team in the league. They suck. We're not getting their pick. So that's that. That's all I got, my friends. Hopefully you all have a happy new year.
And healthy.
Healthy new year. And I don't eat red meat, Asia. I haven't eaten red meat since 2003. So I don't know if there's something up with red meat you guys are talking about.
Yeah, I'll fill you in.
Okay, but no red meat coming over here. New me, what happened to our Spurs? They got Celtic. It's okay. It'll be okay. It's gonna be a long year. We have good things to look forward to in the future, and focus on that. That's it, my friends. Have a happy new year. Until next time. What you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Spurs go.